Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to our 5th anniversary World of Tanks console stream. I am Archie, aka Reaver Zero, alongside
WG Volleybear.
And BAM 1500.
and Wacky Waving.
Wacky Waving. Inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Because you guys asked for it, we brought in the Wacky Waving.
Yeah.
Inflatable arm flailing tube man. So yes, 5 years. It's been 5 years.
Very exciting.
Applause, yeah, right? 5 years.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for helping making 5 years possible. It's been an awesome ride, and we hope to continue to keep bringing you guys tanks, and you guys keep playing them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long road. I mean, like, it honestly doesn't feel like it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
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 It goes by so quick, so
Uh-huh.
fast. You just blink and you're like, wait, what? 5 years? Really? Hold on. Need to look back.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been awesome. Do you guys have any questions so far? Well, we have a lot of things planned for today. We're going to have a lot of cool things going on in-game. We're actually giving a tank away in-game right now. I don't know if we do have it unlocked in the build.
I think we do.
Do,
It's not 100 years, by the way. I see that 100 years
years?
post. Happy birthday, 100 years. That would be a real...
Yeah, that's, well, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be very impressive. But yeah, we're not quite there yet.
We started with the Mark 1.
And we've worked every year since.
We look great for like 100-something
I
years
know,
ago,
yeah.
you
You
know?
guys are looking good. You know?
Still
You're
moving
looking-
around.
You're looking great.
Able to jump around, tap dance. Let's see. After doing the activation code, can you put it in coverage? Oh, sorry. Can't hear us very well.
A battle.
Should we move,
Uh-oh.
So we move the mic a little bit closer?
move it a
Yeah.
little bit closer?
Move it on down.
Is it
Check, testing. How do we sound?
sound good? Sound better now?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs
My
down?
friend is just very well at projecting.
Boy, thank you. It's my radio voice.
Well, yeah, we'll jump into it.
I forgot
All right,
in
let's
the
do it.
costume I was reading the chat.
Uh-oh, what was that?
What was that? What would?
I
Did
forgot I
something
was
just
in the
happen?
costume.
What
I
is
was
it?
reading. I forgot
What?
I was in the costume. I was reading the chat because I have the phone in my hand.
Is Wacky
It's
Waving-
alive!
It's alive!
Wait a
What?
minute.
It's
What?
It's alive!
Yay! Yeah, it's alive. Yay.
Who is in? But who is in there?
Who could be in the... It's a costume? I thought it was just a prop.
Yeah, I thought it was a
What?
prop. What is going on right now? Can we throw a title up there to try to figure out
Yeah,
who this
let's-
is? I don't
let's-
even
Let's get to
know.
the bottom of
You can
who's
see the hand. There you go.
Wacky
Can-
Waving here.
You just can barely breathe in there.
It's not really being wacky, though, or waving.
No,
it's
Yeah,
just kind of...
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
come on, 5 years.
I don't want to wave my hand and just go
Smack me.
right in the face.
Yeah, that's the real Rybot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right,
Okay,
confirmed.
So the plan was I was just gonna sit here for a while and then start moving, but because I have my phone inside the costume, I started reading comments and answering questions and forgot that I was in the
You had
costume.
one job.
Yeah.
I had one job and totally failed about it. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, yay!
Are there cats in
birthday!
there with Rybot?
So
Half
this
the
is the
costume.
so-called costume that.
Petting a purring kitten.
Yeah.
there.
Anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we have a code that 10,000 players can redeem.
Holy cow.
Yes, and it comes with 1 day of free, 1 day of premium, 5 consumables of each kind, like fine, large, 5 fire extinguishers, 5,
Medkits.
Yeah.
Large. Okay.
and then it also comes with 555,555 silver.
Fantastic.
A lot of fives in there.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be celebrating 5.
5, yeah.
I mean, we
makes sense, yeah.
could have been like, well, we'll give them 5 silver.
Just 5 the base.
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
Silver.
I like that, yeah.
So I guess we're going to release it in a little bit. Failed community manager forgot to bring the code.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I kind of remember what it was, but yay. So yeah, thank you so much for joining 5 years of World of Tanks Mercenaries. We used to be first World of Tanks, Xbox 360.
Yep.
Yep.
Then World of Tanks, Xbox, and then World of Tanks console released. I believe it was 2 years from the day on PlayStation 4. It's been quite a ride, and funny enough, this morning I felt very nostalgic, so I went onto YouTube and Googled the trailer, the original trailer,
Oh my
where it has like
goodness.
the green tank outline, and
Yeah.
then it had some images of what the garage used to look like and
Yeah.
I remember
what
that.
the gameplay used to look like, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah, it's come a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. Some
I
of those
mean,
needed changes. Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of improvement happening going on, but man, that was pretty awesome.
Probably would have been pretty funny if for just today, our game goes
Oh,
back to the
God.
old UI, the old
So-
systems.
The old garage.
Think about all the old issues that we had with that, and it'd just be like a flood on the forums of, why can't I do this? What happened
Yep.
to this? Where did this move to? But yeah, we've added so many tank lines and so many features in 5 years. It would be a shock to like go
Agreed.
back that far.
Yep, yep.
Look at Reaver Omega kicking butt in the tank. Oh, well, you know what? How did all of us start from the very, very beginning?
You and I actually had the same start date, roughly.
Yeah.
We were all, yeah, I do believe all four of us were at
think
least
so.
here before the 360 launch.
Yeah. Or at least right when it launched. Yeah.
Yep. And we were all gifted this really cool Sherman tank right on like some debris.
Yeah.
The little dog.
love
Where's the
it.
dog tag? Oh, this one doesn't have one,
Yeah, it's got a little.
but it
dog
has our
tag
name
the
on
front.
there. Yeah, that one should have it.
Oh yeah. A little dog tag on the front.
Yeah, when we started the game, I was a tester, but that was when we were in the transition from Day One Studios to Wargaming Chicago, Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And then because there was a need of getting this game out into the market, I remember Pro, who used to be the QA manager, he's like, yeah, well, you need to bring a QA team together. And I thought it was going to be like close to maybe 6 or 7 testers. It ended up going to like 27 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never been. I used to work in a community college, and I used to mentor students. So I had large groups of students, but it was never into a management role. So I learned a lot from QA, but I don't think it was for me, mainly because of my dyslexia. But that's not what I wanted to do. It was more community. So when I saw the opportunity for community, I was like,
All
okay,
over it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this because this is what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
So that's sort of what my progression within the company it's been for me. What about for you? What about for you guys?
Go ahead, Brendan.
Sure. Yeah, I started off in QA. I'm trying to remember if you were my boss when I first. No, R.C. Landon was my boss to begin with.
Ah, that guy.
Yes.
Ah, that guy.
Then I moved up into the events team, working with the ops, the bundles, and I learned a lot just kind of working with that team. And that was 2 years I was with that group. And now I'm part of the design team for the last year, doing more of the level design, map balancing, things of that sort.
The fun integral parts of like the balance and things like that. You know, I get to tinker a little around with like tanks and maps and stuff like that.
It
right?
is, yeah. And it's kind of like playing like weatherman a little bit. You're trying to predict the forecast. Like, okay, this map's not looking too good. Let's move a little spawners over here, a little bit over here. That looks like it'll be good.
Yeah.
And we have the heat maps, of course, to review the data, see where people are kind of going. And then it's always fun to kind of see where the balance changes by the next title update. And I'll see, okay, now we're looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Forecast was spot on. That's not always the case, though. It's not always spot on. I'm like, okay, round 2, we got to revisit this one again.
For me, I started off as a QA tester. Same thing, RC Landon was my boss. Then moved over to the live team once we started like the 360 era. Same with Xbox One and PS4. And then recently, in the past like year or two, moved into the analyst position where we do like the new features, making sure that they go from inception all the way into the game, and then from there on, trying to get feedback any kind of issues that happen in live and making sure stuff, doesn't break when it launches. It's a lot of fun. Some headaches, but a lot of fun.
You are our last guard before the game builds get like pushed to live, you know?
Yeah, we go
So we
on
appreciate you guys and your hard work.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I know.
course.
Well, we try to get all of everything, but things slip through sometimes. But I like to think we do a pretty good job. Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to try to go over all of those things and play at the same time. So,
Would you?
so I kind of got my start along the same way you guys did. I started in QA and kind of moved up in QA. I eventually got to be QA manager for a little while, and then I kind of transitioned to a more like video focused role. So I started doing a lot of the video capture and stuff that you guys might see in a lot of the trailers for tanks when we release new tanks or when we release new tank lines. And we actually put together a couple of those trailers in-house as well. So yeah, that's kind of been my role ever since then. I kind of do a lot more in terms of supporting the game from an, I'm sorry, I'm trying to like shoot and talk at the same time.
You're doing good.
Just kind of support the game in terms of like like the assets and stuff that go out in terms of video or like promotional materials, or like when a new tank is released in the garage, we'll have custom art in the game UI to actually show you like what tanks are available. So a lot of those things are the things that I kind of work on now at this point.
And voiceover.
Oh,
some
and
voiceover work.
And voiceover, a little bit of voiceover stuff. A little bit of VO for some of our special modes that we had recently. So that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
got
pretty
lots
cool.
of feedback from our recent one with Dorothy. People liked it.
Yeah, so that was a fun time too.
Here, hold
Here,
my
what is
lady
Are
here.
you gonna
This
merge?
one?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna, no,
merge?
wait, no. I'm
she
gonna
wants to
hand
do-
you my phone.
Oh, she wants to-
And then we're gonna sleep
How does
there.
this work?
You got it? Yay! Okay.
All right.
I think I'm gonna get out of this because
He's-
I want to read comments and I can't see anything.
You gotta come out of the way.
It's also funny,
be
like,
back.
talking to you, because you look over, just a smiley face, like, looking over.
Well, to me, like I can hear the direction of her voice pointing toward me, but the face isn't turning.
You're like,
Is it talking out of the ear?
supposed to lean over and look? Or... Do you need help getting out of that, or you got it?
Look, if I fall,
Then that's it.
Yeah. If you see the stream go offline, it's just she just knocked over the camera. It's unplugged somewhere.
You made it.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Ah, finally.
All right, Nick. Now it's your turn.
Oh, my
Oh no,
poor
I'm good.
costume.
I don't want to go back in there.
Now, what did I do to it? Yeah, did I bork it? No,
Uh-oh.
it's still good. He's still alive.
It's okay. He's fine. He's still waving around.
He'll be back next year.
Yeah.
Year 6.
The honorary. We attempted to go into Pain God's office to troll him with it, but he was
No, he
talking
wouldn't
to
have it.
HR.
Yeah.
So HR found it funny, so at least I didn't get fired. Yay!
He turns around and he just like turns right back around again. Just like unfazed.
Probably my hair is a mess. We actually now have the code available for you guys to use. So what you're going to do is, once you have this code, you're going to go into our website, console.worldtanks.com, and by your gamer tag, you're going to click and then select Activate Code. Whenever we have it available. I know Tank Source is working on it. And yeah, only up to 10,000 players would be able to redeem it. And it's only one redemption per account. So don't get greedy. It doesn't work like that, where you can redeem it over and over and over and over again.
But they can share with their friends.
Yes, yes, you can. So feel free, for this one, yes, go ahead. Feel free to share it on Facebook, YouTube Live, Twitch, post it wherever you can. I know this morning I released another code for the tank versus video, and players were posting the code everywhere, skipping the video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that defeats the purpose of making the video. For those, yeah, I get very grouchy, but for this one, I'm giving you the go-ahead to share it. Sharing is caring, unless it's a tank versus video. That's when I get pissed off. Yeah, shout out to everyone watching us on YouTube Live, on Twitch, and on Facebook Live. It's pretty interesting now that we're streaming on all 3 channels. I see more comments from players.
It's a little overwhelming. I haven't been on the
At
stream
times.
lately.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
you've never seen
this is the
it
first
out?
time I'm seeing
Oh,
all three of
gotcha.
the chat streams going by.
Just wait until they all start updating at the same time. You're like, what? Where's that comment?
For all of you who don't know, Pangot released a Battle Heroes article that addresses matchmaking, repair wheel, the FB 40202. What else? I know there was something.
New tanks.
New tanks. That's right, new tanks. The E50 and man, there was something else where players were like, "Where? Oh, more maps, I believe." So yeah, if you haven't had the chance to read it because this is the Battle Hero articles. It answers a lot of questions and kind of gives you an update of what we're going to do in the next couple months, especially for community requested features. Again, I know a lot of players were like, oh yeah, core breaches, but we wanted a couple things. Well, this Battle Heroes will answer your questions. And Tank Source is giving us a thumbs up for the code, and here it is.
Boom.
Wait, you released
Boom.
it? Where'd it go?
All right. Oh, it's in the bottom of the screen. All right.
Is it?
It's down here. It's.
Oh, we can't see it.
It's
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
It's
Yay.
right there.
Look at this beautiful code.
Have this guy replace me. There you go. This is Rybal talking to everyone on stream. This guy is cool.
All
Why are we gonna name
so,
him?
So where do they redeem that code?
They can go to console.worldoftanks.com and click on the gamer tag and then activate code.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, guys. Only 10,000 players would be able to redeem it. David Shribby in Facebook Live says, "Oh my God, thank you for being with us for all these years. Hopefully, you are one of our players who's been here for 5 years. If it's 2, if it's 1, doesn't matter. You're here with us, so it's cool."
Oh, I remember one of the Battle Hero things. So in the chat was more camo options. There was a question there about the camo options for Battle Heroes. I think they were addressing them not being in 4.8, and that'll be in the next one, I think.
Ooh.
So just to be Battle Heroes.
Nice,
Stuff.
a lot of thank yous.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use it. I give the creepy look. You're
I-
like, what did I do?
No, it's just there was a question there. It was from Battle Heroes. I'm pretty sure. So
Can you go over
Edwina,
what
thank
the
you.
code is again? One more time.
The
I saw a
code
couple
is 1 day of premium, 15 consumables, 5 of each, 5 large repair kits, large first aid kits, automatic fire extinguishers, and then you also have 555,555 silver in the code as well. And then, of course, if you redeem the Tank versus code this morning, that also gave you 3 days of premium.
Nice.
So yeah, I know. Excitement. We're throwing codes like there's
Left
no
and right.
tomorrow. Yes. And with that, we should also be giving away tanks too, right?
Yeah.
Should we go down memory lane and give away tanks that?
Can you actually go to the ops tab and see if the other tank unlocked? I don't think we had
Played a
the match
battle yet?
today. Yeah.
hold on, let me just dismiss.
You guys are so good. Look how
There
there
we
it
go.
is.
Hey.
This did
Ta-da.
fast.
There we go. Let's hop in a map. Well,
Is it a light tank or a medium tank?
it's light.
It's a light.
It's a light premium, right?
Tier 2. I
Tier
believe,
2, yeah.
premium.
British.
there.
Steadfast.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
My bad.
well,
Sorry.
There, you go. There it is. Sport
hey.
level 5 on the
Wow,
side.
the dude is there too. Wow.
It's actually a cool looking tank. I really like it.
Yeah.
A couple players were posting online. They were just gonna play with it just for kicks, and then they were like, "Whoa!" So, and it seems like it's gonna be fun. We should do a couple of team training rooms and just do a bunch of those. Like just,
Sure.
Yeah, let's hop into.
Team
We are
training.
on Xbox North America server, so if you want to hop in team training, there will be a room available.
Hey, need premium.
I never buy
Give me
You
a
said
minute.
Xbox. We're actually on PlayStation.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys have
PlayStation.
PlayStation?
PlayStation,
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
No wonder, because I was playing a couple matches and I already have the tank. I'm like, why is it the Wargaming Rybot account when I already have the tank? Okay, never mind. You must buy premium.
Am I getting enough for a premium? Shit, right? Yeah.
Just enough.
Just enough.
And they go spend my
Very
money.
nice.
Of course. We're here to spend money.
Oscar Casas, Rybot, any new tier 10 British heavies? No announcement on that. We don't have anything on our roadmap. Should I give a 50 TP, which is the Polish tank? Maybe, I think so. I mean, we're gonna give away tanks from every nationality that we have in our game. But we also want to go down memory lane and give away tanks that we haven't really released in a very long time, or I mean, through giveaways. A couple of our very first premium tanks that were that made an impact were Freedoms, the Libertés. I know the. Who are you renaming? 5?
Yeah, 5 year.
5 years. What's the character limit? Is it 25?
Let's test it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Perfect.
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
Better
Is it
characters.
the exclamation point?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, dang it.
denied. Year.
Years.
Done.
Hmm.
Oh, you know
Brackets?
what?
Is it your tag?
Maybe
No, the WG.
This part, right?
The
Yeah,
brackets.
get rid of it.
Hey, we can make a longer title now.
It's been 5 years.
Slap of Fish Jr. Fantastic name from.
It's a great name. It's a great
Where are the
name.
war chests?
Slap of fish.
Yeah,
I love
now
it.
you guys made me lose the question.
It was where are the war
Oh,
chests?
where are the war chests? They should be in store. I know
Let's see if I
Um,
did this.
the war
I
chests for
did this
Sony
right.
were a little bit delayed, and that was not us. Our first party partners, they have different schedules, so the content of the war chest gets posted within their own times on their own regions. So if it's Sony Europe, then they're going to be in a different schedule that's Sony North America. From what I understand, they should be available now on PlayStation. If they're not, please let us know. We were under the assumption that they were going to be published at 1 p.m. today. What was the code? Oh my god. Don't make me explain the code again.
Let's go redeem and enjoy.
I was
Chef
going to point
Gamer.
out, we got a platoon.
Alright, Rival, there's
like,
going to be
put them
some
together on the same
homemade
team.
chili sauce giveaway.
Chili sauce giveaway? Swap team, right?
Homemade chili sauce giveaway. Was that something I was not aware of was going to happen?
Like 3 streams ago, maybe.
Tanks was just like, I'm okay with that.
As long as it's a habanero chili.
Oh, no more habaneros.
Alex,
Bad
Alex
memories.
Adamai, is
on.
this
Triggered.
the 20,000 code stream? We're giving away 10,000 right now, and then we're saving the other thousands for another event that we have coming up very, very soon, either maybe this week. Just keep an eye on our portal, and you'll find more information about that. Ben Smith, can you message me about the t-shirt I won during Extra Life? What? That's like so long ago. What? If you have not, okay, I can't message you because your name is literally gone through the stream on Facebook Live. This was from a gentleman, I believe. Scroll down a little bit more. There you go, Ben Smith. Yes. Send him a message or a reply or something, and I'll get back to you after the stream. I think this is good enough. Don't we have? We're waiting for more people.
Oh,
Well, we should mention the lobby is open now.
Yeah, the lobby's open.
PlayStation.
it's called Rybot 015 years.
Yeah.
Plenty of spots open.
Yeah, people are jumping right in there.
Someone's choosing the Tomte.
Yeah. Ideally, we'd like to see all steadfast, but if you don't have it, then you can,
That's fine.
jump in with it, whatever you got.
This is the team training session where all the tanks are free. How many tanks have we given away for free? We have that,
We've definitely done one every year, right?
the Yashigaru Teke,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've given away the Blitzen,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one,
There was another Christmas one that we
There
did.
was.
The name escapes me.
Father Frost, or the,
Well, there was Father Frost, but then there was another one too.
it was kind of like a reindeer?
Oh,
Comment?
that
No,
was
no.
Blitzen.
That's
Yeah,
what's
there's
in
been
there.
a lot.
Dang,
We've
those
given
Santa
away a
people.
lot.
No, but now I want to know all. Oh man,
You bring quite a few.
was the Father Frost Swedish? Do you have so many tanks? Jesus. The Ashigaru Teke was obviously Japanese.
Kraken.
The Kraken.
Kraken. I mean,
Oh,
those
yeah,
are all
all
the combat cards that we have.
Combat cards, yeah. They were
That's all
Those are all
7.
Yeah,
Seven.
or the Power Rangers duo.
the Power Rangers too. All right, I think you got a pretty full. Well, just the people that aren't ready yet.
Real quick,
Yeah.
there's a question from Dragonow72.
Mm-hmm.
Is the code valid for EU server?
Yes, I mean if you're either on Xbox or PlayStation in any server, it is valid. Redeem it. Redeem it to your heart's content. Father Frost is Russian. There you go. Given.
I think there was a Swedish one that we gave away though.
I
too,
know,
but
right?
I don't recall.
It's not coming to me. What was the Tomte?
That is.
I think that's the
might be
Swedish.
I think that's
Yeah.
the one,
Free
okay,
one.
yeah. I had someone join in with the Viper, Kraken. Wow. I was gonna say also the earn up tanks, but those aren't free. I mean, players earn them,
Mhm.
so
They are working toward them.
Yeah.
yeah. Jump, jump, jump.
Smirnoff. Slow.
Now, out of all of the 5 years, which has been like your favorite World Tanks Mercenaries game mode? This is from Mars, Lunar,
Mm.
Independence Wannabe Day on Province, on Highway in Proving Grounds.
I still love the Halloween mode.
You do?
Yes. I mean, because we have such a variety of different tanks with different abilities, it
Yeah.
really creates a huge dynamic game mode that's not just. In the past, like the lunar mode is everyone's basically the same exact tank, but this at least kind of changes the role of the battle.
Yeah, there's like dynamics in there for anybody to do their role. Really.
I'm still a fan of Togboat.
Tugboat?
Togboat, just because it changed so much and we had to completely redo like how all the physics and stuff work to get boats working in the game. And
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I do like Togboat and the Halloween mode, but I do appreciate the Lunar Chaffee a lot, just because of gravity.
Yeah.
Just like flying
There's
off
gravity.
cliffs.
Yeah.
In Mars or in Moon River?
There is a wrong answer.
Mars. Let's pick
Mars?
Mars. Is that the right answer?
I'll let you think about it.
Go back to your corner and think about it.
Fine. I'll go back.
It is the right answer.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, though there was just a little bit too much terrain for me in Mars. I think in Moon River I could get away with doing dumb jumps and
Yeah.
Mhm.
like losing complete control. In Mars, I knew that some ginormous rock was gonna stop me from finishing like a cool wheelie or something. I tried.
You might have to just go ahead and load it soon. I see people are changing tanks, but
I know Jace
We got-
was asking about what was the reasoning behind doing a tier 2 tech. Okay, so yes, a lot of things were like, well, thanks for the present, but why wasn't it higher tier? Just note that the players that we have right now does not mean that those are the only players we have. We always have new players coming in. We have 18 million registered users and players, active players. So not everyone has a tier 10. Not everyone has all tier 10 tags and it's an expert. That's one reasoning. Two, if we do a tier 5 or tier 8, there's going to be a mass population of higher tier tanks that's just going to throw matchmaker out of the way. And three, these tanks are just to have fun. They're not, you can train your crews or earn really good silver with them, but they're nothing more than just tokens of our appreciation and for you guys to have fun and not do like some super serious matches. These are crazy tank battles. And no player's going to be like, seal clovers? Not really. It's just for fun.
One thing I can appreciate that we keep it as a low tier tank is exactly the point that you just made. If it's a tier 5 or tier 8, the matchmaker will be flooded with those tanks.
Yeah.
And then the data we have to look into for what tanks are being OP or what maps are unbalanced are going to be completely skewed now.
Bam, they're asking you a question. Any
Uh-oh.
update on 4.9 release date? Just asking in case I missed it.
Release date, I don't know if there's anything we can talk in regards to that. On my end of things, I did do a huge balance pass for about 20 so maps.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to kind of see that play out, and which is the most balance I have, balance changes, I should say, that I have done in any title update we've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
When I got this position, I did maybe 3 or 5, then upped it to like 6, and the past few updates in the past was just maybe a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
This time, because I really want to stress getting us close to 50-50 balance on all the maps as possible, I picked out all the highest offenders, which was about 20 of them, and I'm feeling pretty good about what we're going to see in 4.9.
You weren't supposed to talk about. No, I'm kidding.
I completely dodged the release date. If they're pointing to me, I'm just going to talk about what I did in 4.9. But I'm going to let you take the lead if there is any mention of when we want to talk about the release date. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that.
Tyler T. Verde, code's not working on the website. Maybe it's being spammed. Right
High
now by
traffic.
everyone. Yeah, maybe due to high traffic. Give it another chance in the next hour or so. Please keep the winter games. This comes from Nathan. We've received lots of positive feedback about them. I guess players like the way we are doing ops in that layout because they can it's at their pace and they know exactly what they're getting and what to do to fulfill them. So I also like the layout as well. No complaints for me.
It was funny for me, especially coming from working with the events team on the ops. We used to stress no more than one bonus op active at one time, and it used to be just kind of here's a bunch of the selectable ops that we give to the users. Mm-hmm. I sign on one day. I had no idea that we were changing how we roll out our bonus ops, and I sign on and I see like a half dozen bonus ops. I'm like, what happened? Is the game bugged? Should I let someone know? And then I was told, no, this is just the new approach. Ops are basically always active all the time now.
Anthony Maxwell said he died. I guess he was in your match there.
Who?
Anthony Maxwell.
Oh no, Anthony.
I died. LOL.
What? You
Release
can
the
do it?
Halo
Yeah!
bullets!
Oh, you.
Oh,
won't
they're
do
storming
it?
for you.
No!
Oh no, you're dead, son.
Oh my god.
Ah. That was fun.
Destroyed by a steadfast. Who would have thought?
Let's take a look at some of our
Yes,
survivors
it
over
is
here.
The PlayStation 4 North America server.
What, a steadfast took you out? What?
What?
It's pretty fast. All of the tanks that we're giving away for free, the Ashley Guard.
Oh no.
There is a wall there, buddy.
You were on a roll until you weren't.
Yeah.
Whoops. Let's see. Oscar Casas, can you at least make the free Tier 2 tanks get a crew training bonus to make it more worth that's interesting. Did not consider it. It's not up to me. Would be up to the planning, publishing, and development team. So I'll bring that up to them next time. Wow, I just broke my pen.
No.
Now we can't take the notes.
It's a feature.
It's a feature.
I don't think pens breaking is a feature.
Wow, what is going on with
Oh
this
yeah,
pen?
you broke it good.
Oh.
Like the cap was on just too strong.
I'll write it with my blood.
Oh no, don't.
Yeah.
There we go.
Gross. Yay, thank you. You fixed the pen. And
Alright.
as a
Should
celebration for pen fixing,
kick
we should
some-
give away tanks.
Kick everybody and then redo it
What
to get some new people in here?
Do another one.
Okay, let's do another map.
I think it's gonna kick everybody when we change they'll deselect the tanks when we change the map.
Yeah.
Celebration tank.
Can you make the tier 2 tank shoot fireworks?
Favorite premium
That would have
tank?
been awesome.
Favorite premium. I still
That
love
would've been pretty
the
fun.
Fury.
Fury? Alright, we're giving away 5 Furies.
Oh, well.
Cool.
Had I known it was going to be a giveaway.
Alright, for a chance to win 1 out of 5 Furies. Well, I don't think we can. Yeah, we can. Yes. Yes, we can.
Yes,
Tank
we
Wars.
can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Anyway, for a chance to win one of 5 Furies, I want you guys to tell us, along with your GT, what has been one of the coolest changes that you've seen in the progression of World Tanks Mercenaries? It could be the garage, could be the UI, could be, I don't know, how we have out of the armor viewer, the way we do operations, the way the tech trees are displayed now in the tanks tab. Could be anything. The way crews are displayed. We want to know. I think my favorite change would be war stories. I like war stories. I like having those mini missions on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I know that once you're done with them, players might not want to go back to them, but I just find them interesting. It kind of opens another book to what Mercenaries is supposed to be.
My neighbor, who's retired, he likes the idea of World War II tanks and combat, but he's not into like online and PvP. So when we did release the wars, and I did tell him before, like we have proving grounds, and he was kind of into it, but not feeling it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, jump back into World of Tanks because we have war stories now, and I think this is gonna be right up your alley. And he's been playing. I don't know if he's still playing nowadays, but I know he like was really into it, and I'd let him know, hey, new update, I'm back in.
Yeah.
There's new campaigns.
That's cool. It's good to hear.
hmm
So what's your favorite throughout 5
Feature?
years? Yeah. Feature, maps, tanks, what do you got?
Anything.
I really love the filters because I know that is a highly requested
Ooh.
feature. Just makes it a lot easier to find the tanks that you want. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's my favorite. I would probably have to pick our replay system.
Oh, that's what I was
Yeah, stole it.
You stole it from
You should have sat in this seat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dang. Okay.
So now you got to come up with a new one.
Yeah, well, I don't have
Yeah, no,
anything.
replay systems definitely opened up a lot, just in terms of like people that are able to capture cool
Yeah.
scenes or cool things that happen in the game that you didn't just quite catch with like the normal
Exactly
console
that.
replay
Yeah.
stuff.
And me personally, if I like to take a screenshot or a video, of course, like the systems nowadays have a feature built in just to like, do a 30-second like replay of what you just did.
Right.
But what's nice about our in-game replay system, you can eliminate the HUD and some like effects and such. That just maybe a little bit distracting when you want to just kind of glorify a moment.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get that cool camera angle that you want.
Exactly.
To really show when the shell's just barely grazing the side of the tank.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
something like that.
All those nice effects are shooting off of it. You get like the bloom and stuff like that. I'll just expand upon that and say the replay browser. So
No.
go ahead. What do you got?
If that's what he loves.
I mean, that opened up more opportunities for people to capture like cooler replays from like people they don't know or maybe trending replays, right? So
Yep.
like there's a cool replay that you haven't seen where I don't know, 5 different tanks fall on top of each other like, oh wow, that's crazy. But before you wouldn't be able to view it. Now you can with the replay browser. So I like that aspect of replays.
Okay.
And you took replays. So
Fair enough.
what do you got, Reaver?
So I think mine is the event modes. Like I gotta say hands down the event modes. are
Event
so
modes.
great. Just because we've done so many different crazy things with all the event modes each time, and each time it always kind of offers a cool change of pace to like the normal tank battle. So do a bunch of normal tank battles, you come play in event mode, it gives you like a little like
Variety.
a little bit of variety, a little bit of a breather, and then you
Yeah.
jump back into your normal battles again. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like a nice little breakup, nice little change of pace thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always fun too, and it's fun for us to make them too. Just in terms of like the testing and the design that goes into them.
Do you want to go?
It's
You can
actually
play.
really
Go
good.
ahead.
All right, I'll play a match.
Yeah, you know, it
Ooh,
kind of like
this one is
reignites
packed.
some of the different ideas that we have going on here.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
always
and a lot of
fun.
times some of the ideas that we develop in the event modes actually filter back into the main game. too.
Yeah.
So it kind of like, things bounce back and forth between the actual game and the event modes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mikolai, the coolest change, counter damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. In
It
the
was-
upper right.
Recently added, I would say 2-3 updates ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I worked on.
Yeah.
Cool. Digital sound integration.
Cantini.
Continue.
Mm.
Oh, that's an.
It's,
It's part of the game. Sure. That's a great choice.
It's a-
'Cause, yeah,
an actual event.
an actual event.
We should make a Cantini map.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
Look
Okay,
at me.
writing this down.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Should let the level designer
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
See, you just added more work to you, but you do.
Why do I
yourself.
generate ideas?
Stop overachieving. Remember what Laura said? Stop being an overachiever, Brendan. Someone said tank physics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You actually roll around now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Charlie R. the garage. He likes the garage.
Mhm.
So cool. Christopher Hines, rival, the custom should be the next Mercenaries crew. Good suggestion. We'll write a ticket for this. I don't know how well that's gonna go with the design team, aka Pain God. He's gonna say no. Let's see.
Oh, somebody said sound effects. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Tank sound effects.
Yeah,
like
the
engine sounds.
engine sounds,
Gunfire.
gun
gun
sounds.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
The ammo reload. I love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
You can actually hear like the little
Yeah.
spent shell falling in the tank and stuff now. Yeah.
Jason Hartel says continue map with a big red one.
A big red one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For First Division Museum.
Ah, yes.
I love being able to personalize the crew. Oh yeah, crew customization.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we've added a lot in that over the 5 years, I feel like.
The flags and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was tempted to bring footage and images of what the game used to look like, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna go there. We can talk about it, but I don't want to go there.
Aren't all three of you crew now in the game too?
Yes. We're
We all
like
answers
questioning
like-
Yeah,
ourselves.
like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember everybody else. Like, yeah.
Let's see. Wait, we have our winners?
We have
There's
some-
supposed to be 5. Tech Source just looked at me like, what?
Five?
Yeah, you're missing 2. 2 more. 2 more. It's 5. We're giving a tech away for each year.
Yeah, each
We're
year.
celebrating.
5 per?
What? No. Just 5 winners.
Okay, okay.
I just had a very uneventful match. The whole wave kind of went in a very clockwise direction.
Uh-huh.
But by the time I made it around, the enemies were back on the other side, and my teammates picked them off. So
I want to play next.
I was just kind of enjoying the scene.
What map do you want to play on?
That's the same one.
Same map?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to refresh the room or
Okay,
something?
maybe you should do province.
Province? We can do province.
Yes.
That's definitely possible.
Yes. 30
Yeah,
tanks in province.
Refresh the room so that some other people can get a chance to jump in.
Okay.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, we have plenty of
Oh.
time. We have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do this.
Okay. So refresh the room and
Refreshing room.
get some
Some new blood.
Some new blood in there. Yeah.
I did see some people were separated because I saw a lot of similar clan tags. So like,
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to fight against your own clan, right?
it's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Probably in the same voice chat together.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you guys are just joining us, we're doing a 2-hour stream to celebrate 5 years of World Tanks Mercenaries. Right now in our session, we have Archie, we have Nick, and Brendan, aka River Omega, Bully Bear, and BAM 1500. And then in the next section, we're going to have Jeff Gregg and also Mr. Daryl Higa.
Doctor.
The doctor. The doctor's going to be in the house. For all of you, I'm sure everyone is sharing that code. Don't forget to type in HBWOT console on console.worldtanks.com and redeem that code. It is a thank you for being with us for 5 years. So make sure you go on our website, get a couple of freebies, and after you're done with watching the stream and redeeming your codes, hop in the game and play a couple of tank matches. I know the Wargaming European community team did a 2-hour stream as well.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting a lot of matches too, and they were giving away really cool gifts. It was pretty cute. I like it. So shout out to our community team in Europe. You also have the case or the cover for the collectors, right?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
We have 2 contests running.
So I'm trying to throw that one DP over.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Can you?
You guys can
Yeah,
see
there
it.
you go. So we are giving away 2
What else we
World
got?
Tanks console
Yeah,
collector boxes, and they're being signed by the development team. If you want to participate, visit our forums or check our Twitter account for more information as to how you can win and participate. It's pretty simple. Along with your gamer tag, just send us something that would mark you as the ultimate World Tanks console mercenary fan. You could do a sock puppet video. You can send us or write us a poem, a haiku, a photo with your family playing tanks. Get creative. We don't care what you guys do as long as it's safe and make sure that it's legal. And,
You can make sure to put that disclaimer.
yeah, we don't
You're good.
have any responsibility. A player pointed it out. I'm like, just make sure you're safe. And a player hopped in and is like, what if it's illegal? I'm like, you really have to ask me these things, I guess.
Come
So,
on.
disclaimer. So yeah, just share it in the forums and Twitter. And also we posted it on Reddit. And we'll be selecting 2 winners. It is worldwide. We don't care where you're from, where you're located. We'll make sure these collector's boxes will make it to your house.
Got it. Goods. Yep.
Hey.
Balancing.
Balance.
Keep friends together.
Yay. Party.
We're almost there.
4 more spots.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, 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 bum.
Hmm.
Oh, he got quiet. Well, we
Oh,
actually
looks like
have
we
the
got
name of our
winners.
winners. You want to take it from here?
Okay.
Go for it.
So on Facebook, we have Jordan Anthony Watkins. He said that his favorite thing was how many nations that were added. And then we have JDog1276. Oh, is
that's
that his
his
gamer
gamer
tag?
tag.
Yeah,
His
that's
gamer
his
tag.
gamer tag.
Yes, for. YouTube, we have I am not afraid armor. Oh,
Wait, I'm not afraid.
I am not afraid.
Okay.
Okay. And his favorite thing's the armor viewer. Best thing ever. And then we have Hernan Riviero.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that his favorite thing was the sounds of the tanks and the guns.
Mm-hmm.
His gamer tag is Steel Warrior Soul.
And then over in Twitch, we have Cage Mushaklan? Cage Mush. This is stop reading
Cage
names.
Mushaklan. Cage Mushaklan.
Yeah.
There you go. And he said the way operations are being displayed now, which is cool, or executed. And then we also have Grampy Kushi. Kush? Grampy Kush.
I'm going to go with Grampy Kush.
Kush?
Yeah.
Why aren't you saying the winners? Why are you making it out for me? The Mexican with a thick accent. That's just like the worst thing ever. I guess, yeah. You say
his
it.
favorite thing was the Winter Games.
Yay! Congrats. We just gave away
Congrats, guys.
5 Furies. Clap, clap, clap. We are about to sign up in 4 minutes.
You got one more person.
Oh.
Oh!
Sorry. Want to
Oh
have
my goodness,
the
someone
15
just
on
walked
15,
in.
right?
Oh my god, it's Jeff. Oh, we just started the battle. Oh, there we go. He joined in at the
Right
very
in
last
time.
minute.
Hey.
So while this match is going, we're just gonna pick up random people. Tank Source, are you ready for this? He's not excited.
He looks ready.
He's not. Okay, along with your gamer tag, I just want you to type in hashtag Happy Birthday World of Tanks, and we're gonna pick 3 random winners, and each winner is going to walk away with. What are they gonna walk away with? The bear bundle, which is the grizzly bear, the bear, which is the KB122, and also the white bear.
Whoa. That's a lot.
You're looking at me. You should look at the camera.
No, I'm just, you're there.
Yeah.
Game on.
Yeah, you can do it.
There we go.
And it's an honor for having Baldy Bear in here, putting
There you
up
go.
with. Oh, hey, look at that! Somebody
All the bear jokes. I can.
all the bear jokes.
Whatever you need, I got 'em.
Now we know where the lemming train is going. Look at that! Wow, really, guys? Oh my God!
Well, you gotta stick together with those things.
Who changed the controllers? on
What?
my yeah.
What are you talking
You
about?
didn't think I was gonna find out.
No. We didn't load premium either, so don't worry.
Oh boy. Oh, whoops, my bad.
Are they trying to climb the hill, or are they
I
just
don't
sitting over there?
Ow, ow,
Oh
ow,
no
ow,
no
ow,
no
ow,
no
ow,
no
ow,
no!
Everybody's just having fun.
Come on!
you know?
Oh, you didn't
The
put
driver's
the
not
balls on
there.
the tag. No! Come on! Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh,
Ow! Dang it!
just in time with the goal.
I'm an angry cat now. Woo! Oh my God! It's RC landed.
Oh, 2 on the same. 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 2 on the s
Ooh, we have winners already?
Ooh.
How many did you say?
3. Just 3. The upcoming guests are distracting me. Because they're... what are you guys saying back there? No, you're not.
Okay, no, we're not.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Daryl,
nice.
The doctor's in the house.
Doctor's in the house.
Quick, I have a cough. No, I do actually. I'm still
So
a
how do you
little
want us?
sicky.
Do you want us to just hang back here and invite us on?
We're gonna do a video transition, and then you guys are gonna sit where these gentlemen are.
Gives up Britain's flag.
Darcy
Oh,
was
come
gonna wear the
on.
costume.
You had your chance.
All right, we have our 3 winners. Over on Twitch, we have hashtag Happy Birthday World Tanks, and this comes from Phoenix Shroud 19. Did I pronounce it?
That is absolutely correct.
Oh yes. Okay, over YouTube Live, we have Indigo Rico, hashtag Happy Birthday World of Tanks, and his Xbox gamer tag is Eve23Z or
2JZ.
2JZ.
And now I'm blind. And last but not least, on Facebook Live, we have Nick Herbert, and he said hashtag Happy Birthday World Tanks, and gamer tag is Premium Rounds. I wonder if
Very
that's a
specific.
He's firing premium rounds, I know it.
Hashtag, GT Premium Rounds. I would expect a lot of players sending you a bunch of friend requests right now. Again, he's on Xbox. If you feel free to send him a friend request. I guess we're going to transition on to our second hour of the developer stream celebrating 5 years of World Tanks Mercenaries. We'll be right back in 1 hour. Thank you so much for our hosts right here, Riva Omega, Bully Bear, and Bam 1500. Thank you so much for joining in, playing tanks, and to the next 5, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
to the next 5
Yeah.
years.
Wait,
Absolutely.
weren't we supposed to get cake?
Yeah, we were supposed to.
We finished it while you
they-
were
yeah,
No!
We were promised
Be right
cake.
back.
Bye, guys.
We'll be right back.
Do we clap? I get to
Yeah,
clap.
clap.
right? Yeah, we
1,
clap.
2,
Why are we-
3.
Yeah.
Daryl.
There's always
Okay,
one.
one. Again, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
can
on
you
purpose.
actually worked on a rhythm game once?
I would pay good money to see you just
Oh,
Dance
no,
Dance
no.
Revolution.
Please.
The rhythm is gonna get you.
Oh, yeah.
I
This is
will
the rhythm
max
of
that
the
credit
night.
card, Daryl. We need to see you dance.
Rhythm is a
No,
dancer.
No, certainly not. Certainly not.
I was
Okay.
like, wait, we have a credit card?
Do we?
We have one credit card. It's a giant novelty credit card. Hello, everybody.
It's like, oh, hey, oh,
Hi,
yeah.
everyone.
This is what live streams are like.
We are back
This is what work is
again.
like.
The second part of our World Tanks Mercenaries 5-year anniversary stream, and I am now joined by the doctor. The doctor's in the house. House. Dr. Daryl Higa, narrative designer for World Tanks Mercenaries, and then the one and only Jeff Gregg.
I was gonna say I don't get an introduction. The one and only this guy.
This lead game designer for World Tanks Mercenaries, and then we have RC Landon 27. What's your new title again?
Yeah, should we talk about your new jam?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Game design. We're doing the game designs now.
He works for me now.
That's right. So
Oh, you finally unchained him from the desk. You released him just for the
Yeah.
one day.
I thought I actually finally.
It's
chained
actually a
him to
really long
desk.
one.
Yeah,
It's
I was
actually
gonna
really-
say,
Yeah.
he traded desks. Actually.
Yes, Cool Hand Luke's, ladies and gentlemen, watch it. That's what's happening.
Yay! So, in the first hour, we were just,
It's
answering
Legos.
a couple questions, talking to players. But now we have a.
No more answers.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now we're gonna ask you
We're
guys
just gonna
questions.
play. Yeah, well, now we're gonna ask.
I think it's a tough act to follow. I was watching the first half of the stream.
You were.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna live up to the hype.
I can't beat the suit. That is just.
You can if you put your DDR skills to good use. You can. Am I just
Launch it,
so
launch
launch
it.
it? Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
That's picking a map.
What'd I do?
Yeah. What did you do? You're on PlayStation 4, by the way.
Who?
Start battle.
I gotta get down there.
Boop.
There we go.
Anyway, we're giving away a ton of tanks and codes.
Cool.
Right now, we're in the process of giving away 10,000 codes. Players are redeeming it right now.
10,000.
Yeah.
Good
It's
Lord.
a static code.
Oh.
So for all of you who don't have or are just joining us, make sure you go into our website and type in HBWOT console on the activation code window. Click.
In the next hour, we have to give away 5,000 codes. So get ready, guys.
Well,
Is it really?
Can you?
No.
Can you? I mean, it's really hard for me to imagine. It's been 5 years.
I don't.
5.
It's been longer than 5 years for development,
Oh, yeah,
right? Though,
for
like, because
us,
we had
yeah.
to make the freaking thing before it came
In
out.
fact, didn't you just celebrate your job?
6-year anniversary, yeah.
6-year anniversary.
Just-
and I'm about to. So
Yeah. So.
Old men, old men.
It's hard to believe.
I don't even remember how long I've been here.
I mean,
Yeah, how
The
long have
build
you
just
been?
looks so different.
I know. Did you guys show pictures this time?
No,
No, I
you know
think they're
that's what we were
afraid of
talking
showing
about
it.
earlier in the stream. Like I actually had footage and
Yeah,
images
yeah.
of the garage, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I mean, no, I mean, at
No.
the time it was great, but it was just like one of
Yes.
those things that we've actually changed. You know, we've moved through one generation of like hardware and everything else, and then we've also kind of there's been a lot of basically innovation in terms of rendering and things.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
just in that 5 years, I mean, that shows you how much this industry changes in such a short period of time. Because in 5 years, holy smokes, it really looks like a different game.
You know what I fixate on for some reason, as just like a very specific thing that all of us saw that evolved, is the stat bars in the garage. I remember when they were super
green.
kaleidoscope. Well, not just green; they would change color based on their length. If I remember one
Oh my
version,
God,
and then
Yeah.
we've gone through a lot of different metaphors and communication channels of color, size, length, and just in the stat bars in the garage alone.
Yeah.
Information density too. I
Yeah.
feel like. Yeah. So
Yeah,
It's really good.
which
I
is
mean,
always a challenge in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And remember the first time you went to E3 and we were doing, don't leave my finger. You just see me like, "Arr." You were doing interviews.
I was. I
And
was.
then I can't remember what the media outlet was, but they had reviewed World Tanks on 360 before,
Yeah.
and they were playing the Xbox One, and they were just staring at the grass. They were like, because it was just so pretty.
Yeah, it was just waving in the wind.
And I'm like, hey, there's a tank over there. He's like, oh, it's just, it looks so pretty.
I thought you were gonna tell.
tanks.
I thought you were gonna bring up the time when they asked me to take my shirt off during an interview, and I was like, well, I don't know if
Wait,
that's
Wait,
appropriate.
that actually
That
happened?
100% happened.
Oh,
100% happened.
Where they wanted to go blind?
They
Wow. Oh, wow.
they asked me to take my shirt off,
Oh my god.
and I didn't know why, but it was because I was wearing a similar
Was it for
color.
science,
I was wearing a
or-
similar color as the background.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I had no clue. So it was my first interview ever in the games industry, obviously, for anything. And I was really kind of nervous. And I had gone through training, and they were asking me all these questions. And then they're like, "Would you mind taking your shirt off?" And I said, "Well, no, I don't, in theory." But I was in my head, I was like, "Whatever works for wargaming, you know."
Yeah, they're just reminding us that Brendan wore green in the first half of this, and he was half ghost.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
very similar issue.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what kind of liberties do we have to give stuff away on this stream?
You're the lead game designer.
You're the
Oh,
lead
is that
as
it?
long as it's not black
You
tanks,
have that power.
you have the power.
All right, so everyone who types in "Don't eat my finger" in their gamer tag gets 5 months of premium time, 1 month per year. Let's just start generous. There,
Okay.
one winner. But yeah, that's all you have to do is
Okay.
One
don't eat.
winner per channel because we have.
we have-
Well, then okay, one winner per channel. See, there you go.
Lord.
Can I win this?
Yeah, no kidding. Hold this.
Don't
I
eat
gotta get my phone out real quick. I gotta get on Facebook real quick.
That was. I think we kind of glossed over what was a high comedy moment, so I wanted to put the eye of Sauron on that. So, Don't eat my finger, gamer tag.
Just a heads
5
up.
months prem.
You put fingers near my face, and there's a chance that I'll bite them off.
That's the 5-month finger, which is now.
Yeah,
what
I'll
you're-
give you $10 if you put your finger close.
No, I do not want to see that. I give you $15 to not do it.
This stream could go south real fast.
It just did. It just
We
did.
have not crossed HR lines, so I think we're kind of good.
Yeah, Laura hasn't curb stopped the
I,
door
I
open.
have that sixth sense. It's like a spider sense. I tingle when I get close to crossing HR, and we're pretty good right now.
Okay, very good.
I have trouble believing that you have some kind of HR spider. Oh, okay, never mind.
I want to dial it back really quick. One other
I
thing.
see your shoes going.
Uh oh, maybe you know what? Maybe not. Maybe I lied.
One other thing that I really love about the 5 years of this game is this is the first time in my career, and I'm an old man, I've been in the games industry since '93,
So old.
that I have continued to actively play a game that I've been working on. Like usually you're like,
Yeah.
oh, the hell with
Completely.
this. That's my 9 to midnight or whatever the current schedule is. And I'm
But-
like, I'm going to go into retail, play some matches.
I was just gearing up to have a little session today, and I loaded in, and I was playing my WoT with the Bear crew.
Nice.
And I got behind some cover, and then I got one shot by a KV-85. I said, you know what? I'll get back and do a little work. I'll just take a little break and cool off from this one for a second.
Done.
What are we doing? Are we just doing team training over and
But I
over?
tell you, yeah. I mean,
yeah, keep going. Keep playing. Do what you need to do.
Years,
Justin
right?
said
6
don't
years
eat
of
my
dev,
finger.
5 years of
Yeah,
online.
6 years of dev. I mean, it took us a while just to get to the point where we could release it, but I mean, I think we did a good job of getting it out there pretty quickly. So
Do we know how many variations of things we've done? Garages.
Can you be vaguer?
Heroes.
wow, savage. Okay.
Well, how many
We've done-
different garages?
Because we
how
kept
many-
changing our numbering scheme, right? Like every
Yeah.
time there was a major platform release, we
Oh, how many
changed the number.
revs? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like how many? Oh gosh.
Well, we've gone
So
through.
we're
Go ahead.
4-9 locks down today. I could say that because I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some goodness in there. I don't remember if we've literally done 10 per major number. I think we've actually done like 312s and stuff like that, if I remember right. Long
So you
time
s-
in the past. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's literally 40 revs. I don't know.
But
how
it's
many
probably
revs.
if it probably averages out between the
I
four
kick
different
people or
major
no?
revisions, right?
If
I would think it's around there.
Well,
Maybe a little
another
bit more
match
than
since
that.
you died.
And so it's almost like releasing. I mean, like
I died
honestly,
on mine too.
I've-
Like
I've
right
worked in the
away, I
game
got
industry before.
obliterated.
I wasn't even paying attention.
This is like releasing a whole series of games.
Yeah.
Really.
Sure.
I mean, and we've had that opportunity, which is awesome.
Yeah. We're so excited we're talking over each other.
Yeah.
All right, somebody read them out.
Let's do one at a time. You read the first one.
Let's
Who's
do
up
all
first
three.
one?
Let's do all three at a time and see who, if anyone
Just
knows. what they want.
synonymously,
Yeah.
we all have to say it
Oh,
together.
that just confused them. Okay.
No.
All right,
all right.
Facebook. Todd Yates. Don't eat my finger. Hashtag TiTech1340 at PS4. Congratulations, Todd. That's like 5 months. Is that what you gave?
5 months
5
each.
months
That's what you gave away.
Wow.
That's incredible.
And on the tubes of the U,
How do I
Texas
put this
Reaper with a 3 on the last. Don't eat my finger for Voodoo Thunder. Congratulations on your 5 months.
And great. Oh, okay. Thank you. On Twitch, it's Kui Stinger. Don't eat my finger. X. Is that Kui?
Yeah, it's
just
Kui.
X.
That's his clan tag or her
Yeah,
clan
I
tag.
guess Kui X.
Congratulations, guys. You
Yep.
are good on premium for the next half of 2019.
15 months of premium, just like that.
Oh man.
You guys are worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Demon
mean,
Hunter, I adored this game. We adore you. Thank you for playing. What, did I break your train of thought?
No,
No.
I was gonna try to actually focus on this match.
Yeah, actually, it's been a really jovial atmosphere in the office today because of the 5-year anniversary.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right, yeah.
case in point, we're all talking over each other. But I remember being the grumpy manager I am, coming in, going like, "Oh, we're gonna do a breakfast celebration, and then we're doing all these streams, and I gotta lock down a version of the game." For the players today,
Yeah.
and for some reason, I mean, even listen to my language, I have to do this, not the team. But like, we've all been handling it, everyone's getting their work done, and it's just been a really festive day. So,
I was just saying, we just decided to not ship 4.9 until.
boo! Here comes the pitchforks.
Yeah, until.
and I do want to explain that locking down 4.9 is not delivering 4.9. It's not deploying it or anything like that. It's just
It's saying no one else can break the game
Yeah,
without
actually-
approval.
Describe what a lockdown is.
Yeah.
Maybe they're interested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
please.
part of the development process is, as you can imagine, because we also have first party that we have to deal with. So what we want to do is we want to stabilize the build. So if you've worked in software development, this probably sounds familiar. Is that at some point we want to stabilize the build. So to stabilize the build, we say lockdown. Like, okay, everyone, put your pencils down. We need to thoroughly test everything and make sure that it's all working. And of course, if
see
something's broken, we still have to fix it during this time. But essentially what we're saying is pencils down. well, no one uses pencils anymore, but anyway, keyboards down.
I think we still say pencils
I
down
think
though.
you
Mice
say-
down.
Yeah, mice down. And so basically,
Stylist.
it gives us a chance to get the build ready, and then it of course has to go to first party. It has to get certified by first party, which is Microsoft and Sony, and then we're ready for deployment. So there is a gap between when we do quote unquote lockdown and it gets out to the player base.
Yeah, I think a simple rule of thumb is stop making stuff, start fixing stuff that's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that we aren't fixing during that time as well, but I mean it's definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. This is a time where we make sure that we have time to fix as many things as possible.
Yeah.
Jacob Dean over on YouTube Live. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We love you. Thank you for playing the game. Yay!
Are we giving codes for my kills?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, I just need to know if I can YOLO or not because I'm sitting here with 20 health.
Okay.
Play how you want to play. Did you want to give something away?
Well, usually Arlette makes me play,
Well,
and then
you-
every kill I
you-
get to give something
You've already
away.
got-
So I got 2
you've
kills
already-
right now, but
You've got 2 ribbons.
That's about to be. That's what I'm saying. I was
Wait, you
worried.
burned him.
Well,
You burned him to
totally
death.
just-
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh, somebody else got
Yeah,
him
they
though,
got
because you
him.
still only have 2
Yeah.
ribbons.
Yeah, I was doing some spotting action.
You know, actually, the ribbon system's another thing.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
new one.
Because I
yeah.
remember we really desperately wanted to have a real-time scoreboard, for lack of a
Yeah.
better term, for like, here's how much silver and XP you're earning real time. The problem with that is because of all the math on like the multipliers, are you winning or losing? Is it a daily 2? Did you base cap? Did your friends base cap? Did you win? You know, it just wouldn't. It wasn't a final number. It's constantly being modified. But what we could do is tell you when you did something that earns you experience, and that's how the ribbons were born. So each one of those things is an event that is modifying your experience, and that's like the rule of thumb on what does and does not get a ribbon. So yeah,
it's a little weird because you think back when we didn't have them before, and it's like I'm trying to remember how it was like.
Just a
playing
big
without
old
them.
empty space up there.
yeah, and at the end of the match, you're like, oh, I made a lot, or I didn't.
Yeah.
Or my memory of how I did was I did amazing, and this number's terrible.
Yeah.
Flip the table.
Why is that wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is very useful to have that running tally, and it doesn't take up so much space that it really affects your situational awareness, which is good.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that was a tension, right? That was a worry that it would start affecting SA, but
Yeah.
it doesn't, so that's good.
One of the things that's gone through a lot of iterations is the post-battle results screen too. That's gone through at
Oh,
least
yeah.
The
3 or 4
PBRS.
Wow.
at least 3 or 4
Yeah,
facelifts over
yeah,
the years.
That's it's something that's pretty intense, and it seems really straightforward, but it's not.
Yeah, 'cause
there's
we-
a lot of subtlety.
There's always everyone likes different stats.
Yeah.
What's
And,
going
you know,
on?
stat pushing is a big deal, right?
Yay, Keki!
Who's Cakey?
Oh my goodness.
Cake.
Oh, cake.
You guys want me to deliver to you?
I want you to
Yay!
put it in my mouth.
So be careful, he's gonna do
Watch
it.
your finger.
Codes
He'll
for that.
actually-
Watch
I
your-
love this cake.
Watch your fingers though.
'Cause-
Are you doing callbacks to original YouTube videos?
What's Oreos? There's only 2 Oreos and 2 rainbow.
I want a rainbow.
Oh, Oreo.
Up to you, Daryl. I default to you,
do you want
Master.
rainbow? No, I'll take rainbow.
I'll put it
take
right
rainbow.
here.
Yeah. I'll take.
You guys fight over it.
And
I want
it's
rainbow.
so
I know what I want.
Edible. Can I eat it?
You
Oh
can.
no, it's paper.
Oh.
I just ate.
You didn't ask if it was paper. You asked if it was edible.
Anything's edible. If you,
Technically, yes.
anything's edible if you try hard enough.
Thank
I hope my
you.
doctor's not
Oh
watching.
no, I taste the ink.
I just got lectured by my doctor for eating sugar.
Eat it.
Oh, I'm gonna eat it.
But you know
Oh,
what?
I
This only
regret not
happens
getting rainbow.
every 5 years.
Every
so-
5 years.
so I think it's okay.
Sure does.
Cheers! Happy birthday,
Yeah,
guys.
cheers, guys.
Happy birthday! Yay! Ting.
I should have just scooped at each of your cakes as you put it in front of me.
You know, I want to say something from our stream audience's perspective. Is we talked about Jared killing people and that's worth something. Then we went on a tangent. We talked about the PBRS and now we're eating cake. We still haven't given away another thing. We got to give away something because
Ooh, okay. What
I'm
are we
angry
giving
now.
away?
Do we have anything rainbow or Oreo flavored in the game?
let's see. Does each one of these remind us of a tank?
The
Motherland and the Brazilian Bulldog.
Motherland,
And
Bulldog.
The orange reminds me of the Ripper,
Okay.
and the yellow one,
The Struve. The
patent.
oh, I was gonna say the cross on the Struve.
SDRB.
The Siege.
Yeah.
I always called it the Struve. I don't know why. The
Yeah.
Struve.
So what do we just decide there?
We're naming tanks. Are we giving away those 4 tanks?
They get a choice or they get all 4?
No, give all 4. Lead designer time.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I remember, yes, all 4. And what were those 4? It was the Struve,
Brazilian Bulldog.
the Brazilian Bulldog,
the patent KR.
the Patent KR, and what was the 4th?
Reaper?
Ripper, Patent KR, STRV.
I also said Motherland because of
Nah,
the
that
land.
one's out now. It's only 4.
You're out, Motherland.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Don't get.
And then the Brazilian Bulldog, right?
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
somebody's
that's
right.
already on there. So what was the 4th one? We're putting our tech people through hell. STRV, Brazilian Bulldog, Patent KR Ripper.
The KR and the Ripper are separate.
Oh, there they go. Well, it's all written down and my brain takes
Wait,
it.
what about Oreo? Does he not get included?
Not this time.
All right. Do you guys want a 5th tank? The answer is yes. What's
yeah.
the 5th tank?
What's an
is
Oreo?
there a
Hidden
ch-
stuff?
I'm
What'd
trying
she
to
say?
The hidden stuff?
The hidden?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Done.
And what about the frosting? That one's like a Capture KV1.
Man, you're giving away everything.
Do
You
Frost.
were just complaining of that we weren't giving enough.
So-
Oreo.
The Oreo is the
the
hidden.
hidden- No.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. This is clearly very organized.
All right.
Just do the hidden. That's fine.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
All right. You know what? We'll give away more stuff. I promise. Let's just stick
Yes,
with
yes,
that.
Let's do this. One
STRV, Brazil, Patent KR, Ripper, hidden.
Now what do they have to do to earn it? They have to remember what we just said because God knows I can't remember it.
minute. Type in their favorite,
Which
along
would-
with their gamer tag.
The favorite
Say
what?
again.
Along with their gamer tag.
Oh,
I was gonna say, if you were here, would you have picked the Oreo cake or the rainbow cake?
Good
choose
one.
wisely.
It's just either one. I just want to know your choice.
There's
And
only
then-
one right answer though, so
Yeah.
choose
That's
wisely.
Oreo.
Wow. I just got shut out of that, didn't I?
How'd you get shut out?
No, because she said Oreo cake's the only right answer.
Well, Team Rainbow.
Team Rainbow. Okay.
Team
You
Oreo.
don't even have.
I know. My team. I need it. Brendan, if you're watching the stream,
You ran out of cake.
More
bring me more cake.
He's gonna do it now.
I know he will. Yeah. He's the nicest man in the world. Brendan, you beautiful man.
This is when Laura was like,
Mm-hmm.
"He's my man."
Man, I feel like slap happy now.
Oh,
Mr.
it's the
Sugar.
I'm sure.
the whiskey.
Pardon me.
I see a lot of Team Oreo.
Is it Team Oreo destroying Team Rainbow?
Oh, I see. It's weird. It's by channel.
YouTube Live loves Rainbow.
Yeah, the one on the,
the
right
rainbow
loves
cake
Oreo.
is delicious.
It is
Facebook
good.
Live likes Oreos, and Twitch is a mix.
I don't know what that says about it.
I think we're learning a lot about social media platforms.
There's
too.
a
We're gonna base our analytics and impressions for social media based on the cake.
it's a deep
flavors
dive
are.
data analytical study to go there.
The entire 5th anniversary was actually a ruse just so we could ask the cake question.
Yep.
So, it's been obviously, as we keep saying it, 5 years.
It's been
Um,
5 years since we made this
It's not like a
game.
game where obviously you print it on a disc and then release it,
Yeah.
and then you start working on another.
Well, we
game.
did print it on a disc.
We did that.
So we
haven't
did try.
that's
We did try that
right.
route once.
You had to bring that up.
Yeah. So that was
That was something.
something we tried.
That was very interesting, but when it comes to a player or a game that has to
I feel like a
be
mess. Keep going.
engaging on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis,
Yep. Yep.
what has been some of the challenges where you've actually learned and thought of doing something more for the game in a future idea or
So what's something we've done and we've learned from to keep trying to make the game interesting?
yeah.
That's a tough one.
Well, the event side, I think they've changed a lot. And I think we're actually finally getting to a place where we've stabilized the daily event and ops. And I think the more general populace is pretty happy with what we've got going on now, which is the point system, and then you get enough points to unlock a tier, and then you unlock enough tiers, and you continue to get better and better things the more you stick with this. So that's something we've learned a lot from. I mean, we've put ops in the game sometimes, and it's changed the way people play unintentionally, right? And we've had to say, okay, no more like only light ops because now there's a ton of light ops in the queue. Or
Right.
no more capture the base ops because people then just capture the base and that makes some people mad. And things like that. So that's definitely something that we've learned from over the years. I don't know. Did I stall long enough for you guys to think of something?
Well,
Was that your goal?
that was so my goal. I was.
Yeah, no,
you know, I
well,
was-
we appreciate it. Well,
yeah.
I was going to say that one thing that I always tell people, excuse me, is that one of the big challenges in working for a free-to-play game is that unlike a retail SKU where you convince people that they're interested in the game and they go out and buy it.
And
there's
you're
only
good.
one decision point, right,
Right.
that you're trying to do it. When you work in free-to-play, as a game developer, as a game designer, you're always being tested because every time they turn on the console, right, you guys could pick a different game. You guys pick our game. we have to keep on our toes. So in that sense, that's why I think it's a difficult task. But on the other hand, it's really fun and it's really engaging. It's far more satisfying because, and like you said, if we do something in the ecosystem, we get immediate feedback, right? Like we know right away, positive, negative. You know, it's not like 2 years later a sequel comes out and all of a sudden people don't like the sequel.
Right.
You know, not singling out any games out there, but you know, just as an example, right, where they spend a lot of time and a lot of effort building something and they don't know what the response is going to be till that point. So that's why I love it. And I think that's part of this, like, it's a balance between keeping the game as it is and still adding new things that make it interesting and exciting. And that's a tough balance.
Yeah, I really like that we do that with the event modes a lot. You know,
Yeah.
like, and we'll toy with new ideas in event modes without having to like really reinvent or change, I guess, the modern or the normal game people are used to. So event modes kind of give us that flexibility to say like, you know, what if you could respawn?
Oh my God.
Cupcakes.
Yay!
Wow. So
I heard a
no
call
choice.
on the stream.
You did.
He really is the nicest
I know
guy.
he is really the nicest guy.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that is
Nick
cool.
and Brendan.
It was just Brendan.
Thank you, Brendan.
It was just Brendan.
Terrible Nick.
Nick's actually
Terrible
He's
Nick.
it's actually what we call him when he's not around.
Hey, terrible Nick. Unless he's watching on the
Do we have
stream.
winners?
We do. You want to do
Oh,
the
yeah.
same thing again?
Oh, look at the 3 winners.
Let's go reverse order. Why don't you start us off, Daryl?
Okay, so I'll do Matthew Parsons, Oreo Cake, Hyper Sniper 303.
And that's from Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube is Hobbsy. Oreo as well. And the gamer tag is Raw Donnerhead 43. If I mangled that, that's on me. That's not on you. But like it's I have old man eyes and I'm looking really far.
Raw
I think it
Donner.
is Raw Donnerhead 43. Good
Raw-
enough. You know who you are, Hobbs.
Raw Dawn Redhead. You got to be careful with the long gamer
No,
tags
Dawn
because sometimes they
Redhead.
trick
Yeah,
you into
yeah,
saying
yeah,
things
yeah.
you're not supposed to say. I learned that on the stream once.
That's right. That's right.
Rajma, Rojma. He said Oreo cake as well. So that's 3 for 3 for Oreo cake, by the way.
Yeah,
Team
no.
Rainbow.
Whatever.
Get out. And he's Rajma on the Xbox as well. So congratulations, guys. You got, I don't even remember the tanks
Scroll
you guys
up,
got.
they're
There's
right
like
up there.
75 tanks as far as I know.
There you go. Those 5.
The STRV, the Sturv.
Steve.
You've got the Brazil, the Patton KR, the Ripper, and the Hidden Stug. So congratulations. You're going to have a busy weekend
Yep.
getting ×2 for those bad boys out of the way. So
Casor8448. Rival, do you make a cake? No, I eat them.
yeah.
Yay.
Right about makes just good tacos.
Yes, I.
Do you bake?
Yeah, I do. I used to work at a bakery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was with the Mexican bakers, and I would make like bolillos and.
Is that is that the popular Mexican dessert? Like, what's the Mexican dessert
No, I like
that I need to
the,
have?
Dessert?
the one with the butter and the sugar on it.
Oh, rebanadas. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What was that? What did she just say?
I'm gonna try. Especially with the rolling R. When she rolled her R, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
and we
even
lost
gonna
it.
try.
Fluency, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that.
We've all attended a lot of press meetings and wargaming events.
Yep.
Which one has been like the most epic wargaming event you've attended?
Gamescom. Gamescom annually has been like a rite of pilgrimage and passage for me. I remember the first time, I don't remember what year it was, but the first time I was on the Gamescom stage and just everyone was screaming and the energy and like everyone's yelling at you in German. So it's also funny to be holding up and throwing out t-shirts with a bunch of Germans going, oh, like, ich bin ein t-shirt, like whatever. Like,
I've had that dream. I think I know what you're talking
and
about.
it's and I remember the launch of or either the launch or the announcement of warships at Gamescom.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Yeah.
They had I forgot what country, but they had medaling Olympians synchronized swimming in tanks suspended above our show floor. And I remember asking one because I was just like curious how they knew, because they can't see each other. These tanks are really far away. And I remember this because we were in the break room and I went up to one of them and she just turns to me and goes, I don't speak German. And I'm like, well, that's handy. Neither do I. And I was like, how in the heck are you guys synchronized? And she's like, oh, we can feel the bass through the water. We can't see each other. We can't hear the music and we can't really see the audience, but we can through the, it's a sine wave straight through that water. And so that we can time ourselves and we just count the beats and know where we are in the song.
We should not have let Jeff go first. Because I don't think I can
Top
compete with games.
that.
I don't think I can compete with Olympic medalists feeling the bass through the water suspended in tanks several hundred yards apart. Are we talking about press events or just any war?
Any war game.
Because I think my first DevCon and arguably the last DevCon that they did was a good time because that was when like all of wargaming went to Cyprus.
Nicosia, right?
Yeah.
Was it in Nicosia or was it on the? Where was it?
It was in
Oh,
Cyprus.
yeah, we stayed on the coast, but it was in Nicosia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that what Archie got?
and that's when Archie broke his
Destroyed his leg.
You took.
That was yours. So
Yeah.
All right, so now you can't talk about Gamescom or Archie wounding himself.
needless to say, we barely made it back on that
Or
flight.
escaping from a Cyprus hospital. I mean, that's the thing you
That's
gotta
the-
add,
yeah,
right?
you can tell the story if you want to. And I'll just say that was my favorite event, probably.
Yeah. Well, what happened is that Reaver was Reaver Zero, right? So he was. I forgot what happened, but he broke his leg.
There was,
while
I
we
think
were-
he was stepping down on something, and there was like a
Oh,
spilled
he
drink or
was like-
something.
Yeah,
Partying
there
too
was
hard.
yeah, he was partying.
He was
too hard.
dancing.
There was a drop.
DDR.
And he just stepped on it wrong, and then he really messed up his leg, and then next thing
It's
I
funny
know-
now. At the time, it wasn't
At the
funny.
time, it was not funny at all. But then he got sent to a Cyprus hospital, and then I thought about it later on as I was playing a different franchise game. I'm going, wait, escaping from a Cyprus hospital. That's how this whole story starts. So you might recognize it when there was, but it just made me laugh because that was kind of a funny moment.
Yeah,
That is
that
funny.
was a tough. I left my entire laptop bag there,
Yeah.
and then I had to ask my general studio manager to bring it back.
You left.
And wasn't
your
there a
bag with
sandwich?
a sandwich in it.
There was never a sandwich in there.
There
That was a
was a
story
sandwich in it.
Steve made up to try to get me
Oh.
to tell him to look and see if I could find his tuna fish sandwich in my bag that had been there for 2 months. There was never actually a sandwich. I don't keep
You know,
spare
that's not
sandwiches
good.
anymore.
Oh, okay.
If you were to just sit here,
Oh,
we're in a
I
team
forgot
training.
we were in a
Okay,
team
so
trading
I
match.
think
They're probably
there
yelling at
is-
us.
I guess for me then, since we've eliminated some of my other options, I do admit that one time I went to a Tokyo Game Show, and then they had a Panzer IV.
You must have
in the
hated
front.
going to Tokyo.
Yeah. Well, anyway, aside from that, but I was at Tokyo Game Show, and they of course had a Panzer IV out front, all decked up like ORIs
Oh, cool.
from Golden Panzer, and that was
Nice.
really a lot of fun. That was
Nice.
Wait, like legit tank just
Yeah,
going
yeah,
through
yeah.
the streets of Tokyo?
cool. Well, so I believe that it's a 1-to-1 scale. I think that they had to do a conversion kit, and obviously you can't really legally drive tanks around Japan.
Oh, jeez.
But
That actually surprised me that you can't do that. To be honest with you.
Well, yeah, with the way the anime
Right.
makes it look like, it means that you pretty much drive anything down the street.
Right.
But no, and so that was really cool, and that was a lot of fun.
All right. I mean, we still have half an hour. We can still give away a ton of other content from the game. We can give away tanks, more premium time, more. You're struggling with. Do you want me to get it out of your way?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Because
No,
my doctor
look,
really
not
lectured
judging.
me about sugar.
I know what it's like to have something from me be like, I want it, but then you feel guilty.
In order of self-control, it goes Daryl, Arlette, Jeff to me because I've cleared not only my plate, but I also just smushed a cupcake too. So
Oh yeah.
I thought you were claiming for a split second I had self-control.
I
Did really
Yeah,
terribly.
napkin.
I think
sure.
I emptied a clip into nothingness and then turned.
it's not so easy.
turned into vapor.
No,
Well,
the
this-
problem
this-
that I find is that, yeah, it's hard to play when you're on the street.
That is super hard, but this is literally just autoloader city. Like everyone has
There's
6
my
rounds,
corpse.
and they're shooting like 10 rounds per shot, and it's just chaos over there. So
And
I'm
one
also
wrong
a
move-
potato
wallet
tank.
counts, so.
one wrong move, and you're getting look. It looks like machine. Those are just tanks. Those aren't effects. Those are real tanks. Just more numbers bouncing across the screen than ever before.
How is this map or game not crashing?
That's actually a really good question.
The memory budget must be out.
Province
the roof.
reigns supreme.
If you were on 360, it probably would crash out.
You think? I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
no, it's fine. It's
No, I
fine.
think the bullet count's not
Look
as
at that.
bad as it.
All right, you know what? We're talking about being here for 5 years, and we're talking about the 360.
We are.
And I'm actually I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to laud that piece of hardware, and I'll tell you why.
Interesting.
Like the fact that we are currently on 3 generations of Xbox hardware. If that's your jam, if you're not on the PlayStations, and we love you, PlayStation peeps. We're on the 360, the Bone, and the Bone X. So you got the 720s, the 1Ks, and the 4Ks all playing together.
That is true.
That's awesome. I think that speaks volumes to how much the players, like we love our players and they're sticking through
Yeah.
multiple generations. Or, you know what? I love the 360. It's good enough for me. Let's just keep sitting on that piece of hardware and playing because it's good. That I'm very happy about. I'm really excited that the game could be open to that many players.
Aside to the Red Ring of Death, the 360 was actually a really solid console. Like it really was.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I think,
accessible and it had really
we'll
good
just-
games. But
Oh no.
Yeah, pass the
I'm so
baton.
bad.
Oh, I would
Just
return it.
disrespecting you.
Wow.
Just disrespected you. Get that player's gamer tag. Who is that?
Yeah, look at him.
Get him.
Oh!
Looks like he ran over some karma.
Oh, green team for the win.
Oh man.
It's just so sad.
Oh.
So
what else we got? Yeah, let's give something away. Let's give something away here. What is all this we've got?
My mouth is full
Oh,
of
that's a
sugar.
tier 10 coin. Where did this come from? This is sick.
That's a Kobe, right?
Yeah, this one of
Yes.
the Kobe.
Yeah.
I have the T34.
Oh,
I
that's
have
cool.
the comment, and it was so hard for me to put together. Remember when I was putting together the Lego version? It was a tiny one, but with my dyslexia, it took me like 4 hours from the plane coming back from GameStop.
Oh wow, wow.
And this one was a nightmare. I mean, it took me a while to
Yeah.
put together.
Why
They're like-
why is that?
What?
Did it take so long to put together?
Because I have dyslexia. So
Yeah,
you
she
know,
just-
dyslexia, so-
I missed that whole thing. Sorry.
No, but and then Jeff is like, yes,
You-
no,
yeah.
yes.
Close.
I was like, okay.
The
I
whole
have
bus
some
ride home,
support.
I think that was also part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have support.
What's the, all right? What else we got? What's our question gonna be here?
Oh, what are we giving away? Do you want the question first or the giveaway first?
Well, we should probably do the giveaway. First.
Yeah, what are we gonna give away?
Well, we're giving away a
Who is this, though?
shit ton of premium time.
We did 5 preem vehicles.
Shit ton of tanks.
We did 5 months of premium, I think. Brain slowing down. Crash occurring.
Because of the sugar.
Well, I mean, there's scads of tanks.
Well,
There
I guess-
are a
yeah,
lot.
tanks are the safe bet. I was gonna say the G word, but maybe we shouldn't give that away.
The
Mmm.
what?
The G word.
I think.
Oh.
No, I don't think.
No,
No.
we're talking about gold, and the reason why that's verboten. Come on, they're all gonna say it. Give us the
Yeah, I know.
gold. Like, let's not be coy. Like, there's actually contractual deals with Microsoft and
That's
Sony.
right.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason we didn't do it. I just
Yeah,
couldn't
like,
remember
When
what
you
it
started talking about it, I'm like,
The last thing I'm gonna do is be like, no, we're not talking about it. You know what I mean? Like,
No, we're not talking about George.
Yeah.
how many Georges? All right, if you want to win George, I don't have a George.
So
We
yeah,
don't have a George.
I don't have any Georges.
fresh
I don't
out.
think so.
We don't have a George. We need to find a George and employ him. So we have a George.
We'll make that our
Yeah.
top
That's our
priority.
6-year anniversary
Priority.
victory goal. Wait, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
War
Jorge?
chest? Oh, we could give away a set of war chests, can't we?
Can we give away war chests?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that a
something
thing?
we can do.
They go through Xbox and PlayStation 4.
No, I don't
So,
think
yeah.
we can give
Well, all
it.
right, let's be
No,
easy
because you can
peasy
earn
about
them in
this.
game. You can earn war chests.
Yes, you can.
Oh, but that's.
Fantastic
Okay.
workaround.
Yeah.
I think it's
All right,
fine, but if you
okay.
guys don't want to,
Let's walk away from it. Like, and then if
Because
anybody's like,
also, I don't
oh, who didn't let me give away war
It
chests?
also-
Say the lead designer.
It
said
also
it.
does kind of start giving away an indeterminate gift because it could be.
Yeah,
It could be.
roll the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's just do tanks.
Let's do tanks.
Are we just gonna? You set the trend at 5 now. Are we gonna maybe go lower for higher, better tanks?
Well,
or what?
actually, since we brought it up, I almost wonder if we should give away one of the original big hero tanks.
Freedom ain't free. That was the first hero.
Freedom and or Motherland, because that one also had the surface side events all tied to it too. So
Why
either
not
one of
all
those.
flag tanks?
Liberté, Freedom, Motherland,
Wow.
Stark.
Okay.
Stark,
Hammer.
Hammer Time.
It's Japanese one, Senshi,
Senshi,
Oh wow.
and the King Dragon.
King Dragon.
Let's split that into 2 groups then. So we'll do half
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Knight.
We also need Liberté.
Oh my
Knight.
On the
god.
list.
It's like,
Knight.
Liberty?
It's good enough. It's
No, that's
good
not
enough. We
Liberté.
know anything.
we got it. We got it. We got it.
These are my notes.
sorry.
Now you know what happens.
We
when
shouldn't
I-
be calling
we
him
just
out.
be
His
like,
notes on the stream.
Jeff, you son of a what?
Type
We
really
have the
quick.
Knight, which is British,
Yeah.
and then
Freedom?
we-
He's got freedom on
He's
there.
got
Never mind.
freedom.
He's got freedom.
Okay.
Stark? Oh, we got the Stark on there. I can't read. I don't even know why I'm doing. Just give me this. I'll play.
Yeah. Just or
I'll just do.
some
I'll do what I'm good at.
Oh,
Here.
the Shishka Skoda.
Oh yeah.
Yep. What
Like
is
you're-
that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
We
All
did-
right.
We're
Okay, that's good.
missing.
We had 8
No,
before we
no,
started.
no. We're the 50 TP.
Yeah.
That's the Polish.
Oh, it's not really a flag tank, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the Pudal.
we're just gonna say we're gonna give away 5 flag
Yeah,
tanks,
we're
and
gonna
we don't
give
know which
away-
ones you're gonna
yeah.
get, but you're gonna get
some
5
good
flag tanks.
Flag tank. Yeah. that's
Well,
it.
some people might have some in the end. Some might not have the other.
Well, they're not gonna not play either way, because you get the goods from it no matter what.
Oh, hammer. You're missing the hammer. Okay.
No,
okay.
we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I like the 5 tank idea, but to be really explicit, lead designer executive decision again. The list is for this one:
Not gonna argue.
Motherland, Freedom, Stark, Senshi, King Dragon, Liberté, Knight, and Skoda.
Okay.
And what do they have to do?
Oh, how many years have they been playing?
Ooh.
Oh!
Along with their gamer
Or
tag.
what year did you start?
Oh, what
if
year
math
did
is
you
hard.
actually- yeah,
Either
what
way,
year-
how many years you playing? and what
How
year
many
did you start?
days have you been playing? Precisely.
And gamer tag. Need the gamer tag.
Need the gamer tag
Yes.
and platform too, right? Or the
No.
gamer
The gamer tag's enough.
You know, we can suss it.
That's right. Okay, cool.
I love how we've accepted gamertag as a uniform identification.
And you know what? And if you've been playing
Play
less than a year,
yeah.
say less than a year, and that's still valid.
That's still
Yeah.
We welcome.
I just started today. That's
love all
valid.
plays. What's going on? Why is this game still going? Oh, we got,
There's
we got one guy going at 2
He's a
miles an hour.
stalwart.
You can do it.
Oh,
wait,
wow.
wait, wait. Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
no,
Oh,
no.
I think it's about to end.
He's got good armor in this thing, though.
You know, we're really
David.
bad streamers because we've been leaving it on the still screen while we
Yeah,
flap
we're
our lips.
yeah.
We're terrible human beings.
Production quality is
David,
not good.
David from the Goods clan.
Come on, goods.
Cheering.
Goods, David, 1996.
If this guy gets 3 kills, for every kill this guy gets at the end of this game, that's how many winners we'll pick from each stream.
Whoa. Okay. Done.
Oh.
But one from each stream if it's 0 kills.
Yep.
Oh.
But he's got the armor, man. He's got the frontal armor.
Oh, do it. Do it.
He's got the frontal.
Oh. Okay.
Wait,
so
All right, here we
he's
go.
Wait,
So right
you
now,
can do it.
right now we're at 1.
You can do it.
Oh.
He is hunting.
Everybody
to the
wants you to
ground.
win.
Poor guy.
no,
Does he
no.
even know how much pressure's on him?
Man,
All right,
Oh
yeah.
no! Oh no!
Only
Wow.
one of
Oh,
like
he's a good
75 of them
deflections.
pinned.
Yeah, he got some good
These
deflections.
matches are intense.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I don't think my heart.
Oh,
What
oh
did
no!
just happen?
Blood in the water!
Oh.
Oh, no.
Well, no, that's okay. We're still giving away
We're
one
still
per
giving
stream,
away one.
but just one per stream.
That
But just
was-
think about all the joy we had to experience there for a good minute. Like that's something you can't. That's something you can't
what-
replace.
That's what this game's about.
That's
man.
exactly right.
That's right.
Get those moments.
One per channel. Yeah, one per channel.
One per channel.
Yep.
All right. So how many years have you been playing?
Or what year did you
Or what
start?
year did you start?
And your
Yeah.
gamer tag.
And you're getting just all of those on there. Is that what you read off?
That's
earlier?
right.
Okay.
You can just read all those again.
Motherland, Freedom,
And while
Stark.
we have winners, we're typing up, and to remind everyone, with either how many years or the year you started, you're gonna get the Motherland, you're gonna get the Freedom, you're gonna get the Stark, you're gonna get the Senshi, the King Dragon, the Liberté, the Knight, and the Skoda.
Also known as the Labardi.
It's actually the file name is LIBERTEEEE. I'm kidding.
Greetings from Poland.
Hello,
Hey,
Poland.
Hey, Poland.
The entire country of Poland says hello. Hi, Poland. We
Nice.
love you.
Should we talk about that cake in the
Oh, yeah.
garage?
There's a pig.
Hey, I'm seeing 5-year players there. Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So cool.
That's really cool.
It's a
That's
pig.
really
Yeah.
cool.
You know what? 4 years and 3 years is solid too.
Yeah.
Like 1 year is solid.
Yeah. No, seriously. I mean,
Again, in today's gaming environment, how often do you stick with one game
for that long.
for that long? I mean, it's almost unheard of.
Yes, it is.
You know,
It
I
is
mean,
very much unheard of.
I can't think of any other game. Like I play a lot of. We can name games, right? I play a lot of Overwatch. You know, that's a game I've been playing for a while. Love that game, right? Sue me. But I mean, like again, that's the only other one that I can comes to mind that you know that.
And
And
it hasn't been
that's
that
not
long.
that long.
And it's not
Yeah.
that long,
No,
right?
Certainly not that long. I mean, and you'll find that a lot of games, everyone gets all hyped up about a beta weekend or something like that. 3 months later, people aren't playing. it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I not to be negative or anything, but I'm just saying that.
There's just so many good options nowadays. I mean, it's
Right.
honestly a great problem to have. There's
Yes.
just a ton of good options, and
Well, let's actually leverage this to talk about. We do see players. We collect a lot of analytics. We see players that like download and never leave the launcher, and we see players that go into one battle and never come back.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to bring us into Glumtown,
You did.
but like it's really cool that all these players stick with us for so long. But like one of the things we keep looking at is how do we bring you back if you're gone, or how do we keep you around if you come in and be like meh. And there's always going to be some people that it's not their jam because guess what? Entertainment's subjective and some people like it and some people don't. But it's also been part of the process to look at those trends. Like for example, when we launched on 360, I'm going to 99% swear this was true. But if there's a 1% chance I'm remembering this wrong, preemptive apology. I'm pretty sure we brought Xbox Live to its knees on the opening day because so many people were downloading the game all at once.
We
That's
did.
right, yeah.
We did. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And as with like anything, when people try stuff out because it's free to play, right? And
I think
you will see those players. Not every single one of those players stood with us all 5 years, but it was an exciting time.
I think it triggered some sort of fraudulent
Yeah.
DDoS, fake DDoS or something
I
like
It was
that.
something like that,
happened is we slammed the authentication server so
Yeah.
hard, and they had never seen that kind of first day volume before.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Gates came over here with a side-by-side shotgun saying, "What the hell are you people doing?" Like it was pretty high. It was high stress, man.
Yeah.
Bill Gates almost shot me.
Yeah.
True story.
I'm launching in 5 in True story. Print it.
Yep. Verified.
We have winners.
Alright.
I want to start this time, and then you guys could just pick up whichever one you want to do. All right, in Facebook, which I almost mangled for some reason, Jacob Reisner. I've been playing for about 3 years, for almost 3 years, and Razor's Beer Garden, or BEERGRDN.
I read
for
that as
PS4.
beer grinding, and I was like, well, that's how I play too, Razor. So I know what you're talking about. But it
Isn't
could
that
be
Beer Garden?
It is
No,
beer
it
garden.
is.
It is
Oh,
beer
okay.
garden.
Okay, congratulations, Jacob.
And I'll take the next one.
Yeah.
You
Dang
too.
it.
Todd Yates. 3 years. They call me a dog.
In PlayStation 4.
They Call Me a Dog is an awesome
That
game
is
to
a
tag.
great game.
That is
to tag.
actually a really
What do they
good-
call you? They call me a dog.
Call me a dog. So it's just
Bring us on home.
It's eloquent. On the Twitch channel, we've got.
Is that Soul?
That's what
I think you pronounce it so. Sizzle. So I'm gonna pronounce every
Sizzle.
letter in there. It says Yol.
Underscore.
SZEOL underscore. What is that? Just like how do you pronounce underscore?
The negative space.
2 years, and what are you laughing at, Hector?
Luquaz 85?
Luca's.
Quaz is.
Well, it's not. There's no U.
LUQASZ 85.
Yeah.
Congratulations, to all
Congratulations,
three
guys.
of
You guys got
you.
a lot of
Enjoy all
tanks.
those vehicles.
A lot of tanks.
lot of
And
cool
you make
tanks.
those gamer tags any more difficult.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I have a question. It's related to gamer tags.
Okay.
How have you observed our lead / Rybot / person with a silly costume, the player base evolving over the years? Because you're like plugged into the pulse of that system. Like I would love to be as on ground zero as you are, but like a lot of times we're making the game, we do a dip test, we do a stream like this, and it's just not the same thing, right? It'd be
Right,
interesting
yeah.
to see your perspective.
Well, as any new game that gets launched, obviously in the beginning, there's going to be that community that's going to stick around, and obviously people are going to come and then go. But the players that do remain, which is all of our players that are on the forums and on Reddit and visiting on Facebook, they have now this bond and strength of always welcoming the new tanker because they want to maintain server populations. They always, whenever there's someone new coming in, they always take them under the wing and they're telling them how to play the game, not only so they can also play with other people, but to make sure that they keep coming back and they can still have battle queue rates, going down. They don't have to wait in battle queue for too long. It's sort of also a refresher for players to kind of revisit tanks that they haven't played in a while, because now our veteran players are always playing in high tiers, and if they're trying to do crew trainers or revisit tanks that are in a much lower tier, they're always hopping in with a new crew, and they're more friendly matches than crazy matches. Of course, I usually get the player going to me, it's like, oh, someone said something really mean on message. You're always going to encounter those players, but the community is very
I got you, little guy.
pushing
I'm gonna try.
the string in that.
No,
Okay.
I didn't do anything, but I was there for his emotional support.
They're always kind of sticking around with
And then
each
you
other,
rammed
and they're always playing together. I noticed a change in the past year, 2 years, where they're more welcoming. And yes, there will be times where players would get angry at certain changes that we do in game. But I always say that it stems from passion, because
Yeah.
they play this game, they own this game. They've been with us for so long that I completely understand where they're coming from. They invested so much time in it, and they made lasting relationships with it. If there's something that they're not happy with it, they're obviously gonna voice their opinion, but it doesn't mean that they hate the game. They just really like it and want to make sure that it's stays available as long as we have it.
I have a story for you.
Oh no.
And it's involving an employee who has since moved on, and they're being very successful, not at Wargaming. But I remember talking to this person. I'm going to be really general, so this person probably won't remember who they are if they're watching the stream. But this person told me, or we were having a discussion about some feature we wanted to do, or something that the community thought could be better or different, or I don't even remember the specific feature, to be honest. And this person says to me, like, well, we're the developers. Like, it's our game to dictate how this works, not the players. And I remember looking at this person and being like, are you sure about that? You really sure about that? It's that fine balance, right? Like, yeah, we could just wholesale say, you know what? Every tank gets a jump button, and all your health instantly recharges every 30 seconds if they haven't killed you. I'm pretty sure the community would tell us what to do with ourselves if we added those two things globally to the game.
It's a big change, right?
Yeah.
Because we can make the game that we want, but that's not going to be the game that our players want. So who are you designing for? The thousands of players that are out there, or the things that you want to only you see in it? And it doesn't really make sense, and it's not a really good balance.
No.
It's really not.
Yeah, but there is a tension, right? Because you have to give people what they want, not what they ask for. I mean, that's the complex.
Yes.
And I hate to kind of.
We have to give people what they need and not what they ask
Yeah,
for.
yeah. Because
Sometimes.
the famous analogy that they use a lot in development is sort of like, well, they would say Ford would always say people ask for a faster horse-drawn carriage,
Right.
And what they really wanted was a car, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, sometimes it's a question of looking at it's a question of there is still room for the designer and for the developer in the game development process, in the sense that they bring half the picture, but they can't be in isolation. So and so I think that's the big secret to making a game
Right.
that's successful. And I'll be honest, I've looked at some of the analytics. There are an amazing number of people who have been playing since our beta launch.
Yep.
And they're still playing, and not just, oh, I pick it up once in a while. They are intense players.
Yep.
And that is amazing. And I tell you, as a game developer, that is the most satisfying thing. And when people get upset, it's tough, but that's also like really endearing, because that means they care about. I mean, I've worked on games that have been just like no sales. No one cares about it. It appears for a little while and then it disappears, and it's very sad. But when people care about things, and that's when you know their level of engagement and all of it. Yeah.
No, I agree. We have a very passionate community, and we're only here because of them, really. Like you guys mentioned, not a lot of games survive the 2-3 years. We are at 5, and we're still going strong. We have so much content coming up. So yeah, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but we owe it to our community and our players that we're sitting here eating cake.
Or not, as the case may be.
watching Jared.
I was counting the candles on the top of the cake to see if they put 5 candles on there, because if they didn't,
And?
there's the only 5 that I can see.
Okay, good.
So
No bugs.
good
QA
job.
tested.
Approved.
It was QA approved.
And there's our Let's. There's
Yeah.
live action.
No, that's not me. I auditioned for it. I did not make it in game.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't know.
a
That
fail. I was
has
too short.
more of a Nick Guida look to me. That's what he looks like at his keyboard when he's making a design.
That's actually probably Data right now, trying to get the VM to work.
Oh, how do I get this to work? You know what? We love
broken.
you, Daniel. Sorry for making fun of you on the
We're
live
gonna have a
stream.
play test at 2:30. Now 3:30.
No,
Never mind,
4:30, that's
canceled.
tomorrow.
A player did that. Here, I'm going to show you guys.
Oh, please show us.
Uh-oh.
I saw it. It's coming out of the tank. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah,
That was
I
funny.
don't think Jared.
So yeah, I mean, it's just it was
You.
it was. I mean, I want to ask this question because I think that this is one of those weird
Uh-oh.
things. It's like 6 years ago when we were doing this, did we think, wow, 5 years from now, we're not even thinking about we're thinking what are we gonna do next for this project? Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
6 years ago, I mean, because we've been there from that start, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, holy smokes.
6 years ago, I was just hoping the servers would last through the weekend. That's all I cared about.
Oh my God!
Then
When we did the first update, oh my
was-
gosh!
Could you? I would love to go. I would love to be a fly on the wall when we were all up for our first update, and see the discussion that was happening then and how it went versus how they go now when we got them kind of down to clockwork.
I had to tell TJ,
You know what?
Maybe we should shut it down. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to free stuff.
Sure. Okay.
Free stuff.
Sounds
No,
good.
that sounds
I
boring.
wanna go big. So
Is that we haven't done that yet?
No.
He got
No,
very,
not as
picky,
big.
And then he was like
Yeah.
this, and then I got worried, and then he said free stuff. So I don't know.
So
what's going on.
okay.
I'm curious.
I'm going to say this out loud, and once I say it out loud, it's just going to happen.
Oh no.
Oh God.
One winner.
Must I
I
just
know
start
there's
off?
3 chats, but somehow we have to find one winner because this is going to be super generous.
Oh.
Is going to win every premium tank on the premium tech tree. The whole thing for one person.
What?
Yeah, one person. Let's go big.
Including black tanks?
Everything that's can we do that? I don't think we can do
Oh,
that.
that's where we're gonna draw the line at this point.
Well, they're on sale, right now?
Well, they're
Well,
on
there's
the
a lot of
trading
stuff on
system.
sale.
They're not for
But-
sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're for
They're on
sale.
the trading
No,
system.
I thought you had to have them for sale.
They do, they-
Let's find out right now. Go
I
to
know,
the, leave this training
You're gonna
room.
kick her?
Oh, sorry, everyone.
No, I think people will be like, this is fine.
Oh, we're getting WTF.
You can't be eligible. This is one person. You know, I know this is the biggest thing I've ever done.
Wow.
Uh,
That is.
Wait, what if they already own the premium?
Then they get.
Then the same
Yeah.
recompensation as anything else. So go into
God.
multiplayer.
All right.
Do you own every black tank, Arlette?
Okay, now, yes, you left everyone speechless now.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I
one
don't
time,
even-
one person. I think if I get yelled at, I get yelled at. It's fine.
Okay.
Um,
I know for a fact they
What is the question?
they have to be for sale to be on the tech sheet. That was the last thing I did before I left as the live producer. So it's for sale right there. 5,940 gold.
it's for sale. It's for sale, and you don't own it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
This is going to be a one-time thing. I mean, 5 years, amazing people. I gave Arlette pain. I own this one. I'll do this once, and if I get yelled at, I won't do it again. But it's too late. It's happening.
Just one? Not
Just
one for
no,
two?
just one. This is as generous as it could. I am saying one human being. One human being.
Okay.
Oh my God. This
Wow.
I don't know if we could afford to have a 6-year anniversary party.
Well, there'll be, likely there'll probably be more premium tanks then.
You get all
When he puts it that way.
So how it's gonna go if you already own some of these premium tanks, you're not gonna get those tanks credited, but everything else you will.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay.
So
That's
you
a
will only
better
get the
middle.
vehicles. You're not going to get the difference.
Yes.
I hope you get the one guy who's got every premium in the premium tech tree.
Or there's going to be that one guy that only misses
Or
one.
he's just like one premium. It's like the Viper. It's like this tier 2.
All right.
The
well
voice
now.
in which was free.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the question gonna be?
I don't even think it's a question. It's a statement. But I want to know. Do you have something before? Because mine's not great. Mine's not great.
No. It sounds good.
Now we're panicking about what to do.
No.
I would say.
It was supposed to be 5 minutes ago.
I want to say. No, this is cheesy because this is what I want to say. I want to say thanks to our players.
Oh,
Hello?
look, a ring.
Don't
That's
do that.
TJ. Pancon says shut it down.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, God.
Shut down the Shut down the stream.
Just this lever pulse.
You
So,
gave Daryl a heart attack.
having been the live producer, I've gotten calls from TV like that. Like,
Shut it
what?
down.
This is part of the
Really?
reason I'm doing one. I'm just
Okay.
doing one, and if I lose my license to do this, then
Okay.
I went home big.
Okay. All right. So
What's your favorite take in the game? What's your favorite take in the game in the gamer tag? It's that simple.
That's what
Which
this
tank?
It's the way it should be.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what this game's about. It's like
Sweating.
If I get called into an office, you know what? I've never done this before. We've never done this as a company
no,
before.
I
Like,
applaud.
something-
I definitely applaud this because
Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
I don't think Bangog would mind. I don't
No,
think
I don't
so.
think he will.
And next live stream, this is our new lead designer.
Hey, we're gonna give away one tank right now. One
We're
tank
giving away
away.
50 silver.
It's a tier 1.
We're giving away a T1 Cunningham.
Okay.
Reminder, this is not 3 winners, this is 1 winner.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a bottle of like champagne I could go like
Pop,
pop the
yeah.
cork on.
You know what though? Okay, we spent this entire hour, these entire 2 hours for you, talking about the only reason we all have jobs is everyone watching the
yeah,
stream.
yeah.
The reason that people tell us to make the game better or different or add content or change content is everybody watching the game. If people reach all the tier 10s, this human being over here goes out of her way to make sure they get a physical huzzah, and we recognize them. Max Chaos does the Battle Heroes weekly, recognizing our high tier players that are amazing.
Yes.
If we've been around for 5 years making this content that everybody loves, this is a totally reasonable gift, and I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I concur.
I agree.
Concur. By the way,
and somebody
IS6
record this video.
IS6 RC Landon 027. That's my entry. So IS6. Write that down.
Oh, I will say
Write
this.
that down in the chat. I want to be. I want to be
Employees
optional.
are not eligible.
That's good. Look, we just lost 5 numbers on Twitch. Just right there. So 5 people.
You see Bam
Bam
$50.
signed out.
I want the cake back.
But yeah, comes and takes his cupcake.
Did you see me form that idea? I was like, should
yeah,
I?
no, you were doing this, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, he's thinking.
Nice.
This is
Listen, I'm happy to do it.
That's awesome, though. I mean, it is really awesome, and we have a great community.
You got 2 minutes to enter.
You have 2 minutes to enter.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God, you
sure
didn't put a timer.
everybody wants to enter this one.
Did you see the reaction from all the channels? They were
I
like,
saw a lot of
WTF,
emoticons.
WTF. Oh my God, what? This is
Once in a lifetime. I bet you're glad you tuned in.
Yeah.
But like, I
Man.
know, like, it's also like the lottery thing, right? Like, even if you're tuned in, I like to imagine, and maybe this is because I'm an arrogant SOB, that people are like, you have to go on the stream right now. Or conversely, nah, don't watch, it's boring, because
Yeah.
you don't want anyone
Right,
competing.
Or the-
Yeah.
I think it's like-
The house is streamed. You know, nothing new.
Yeah,
Nothing really
don't,
new.
Don't watch. Don't watch.
Nothing new.
uneventful. Nothing.
Nothing. They give away anything good? Nah. They ate cake.
Yeah.
This jerks.
They were just asking, when the Italian tanks were coming out.
Just the usual stuff.
The usual.
The usual.
All right. What's the 1 minute left? 56
Yeah, 50
seconds.
Oh my
wow.
God, I'm so
55
excited.
seconds. Who's gonna
This is a
win?
big one.
Can't
RC
be an
landed.
employee.
RC
Who's gonna
landed.
win?
He's probably gonna quit just so he can participate.
I want to tell you a quick story. When my first job in the industry, I was working for Sega of America. I was testing Sega Genesis games. First E3 I went to, I was young and I was dumb, and I was going to all these dinners and everyone else was paying, and I asked my boss, can I expense one dinner because everyone's comping all my meals? And he's like, yeah, go for it. So I invite 2 of my friends. We go to dinner at this schwanky place, and I made the rookie, dumb, 19-year-old mistake saying, this one's on me, fellas.
Oh.
Ended up being $200 a head, 3 of us. When I sent that expense report to my boss, which was kind of like this, he just laughed, signed it, and said, never do that again. But
And here we are, 20 years later.
I don't know why that's coming up
No
now.
longer the new, no longer the new guy on the block.
Oh,
Perhaps
man.
relevant story.
Give it an auto. This one's on Jeff, guys.
Well, I'm seeing all the notifications of people on your list joining up. It's like, oh, look, some more people.
Are you sure it can't be?
1!
Okay. That was my last time asking. I just feel bad because.
Arlette really wants to give it to 3 people.
Ah.
And I'm giving it to 1. You know what? It's super generous. My rules. Nah.
Look at that
Look at the
bug.
emoticons. Yeah, there's some funny ones out there.
What's the head ram? How much time do we have left before we pick a winner?
I think he's doing the magic now.
Oh, wait, there's typing appearing on the screen.
Keep stalling.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we got to drag this
Stay
out,
tuned
too.
until next week, and we'll release the winner.
Oh, that's right. So on our 6-year anniversary, we'll tell you if you won.
Yeah, congrats.
No, we're not gonna do that.
That would be so
I'm
awesome.
getting like, oh man.
I know, I'm nervous, and I have nothing to do with this.
Sweaty
That
palms.
was actually TJ.
Well, that's a lot of
That's
names.
a lot of winners.
I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, it really was DJ.
No.
It's like silent mode. Just put it down.
Oh, George
Stop.
Papa's 83.
That well,
WT, the best.
someone say there. Yep, that's our winner. That's our winner right there.
Oh man.
Can you put that somewhere where I can read it? Did you?
Oh,
There we go.
all right.
All right, all right.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna completely narrow this down in a very painful way because I love doing this like on game shows. If your gamer tag,
Oh my
that's the third one, right? It's their live stream handle, their favorite vehicle, and then their gamer tag. Is that the syntax I'm reading?
Yeah, that looks correct. I would concur.
Okay, so if your gamer tag, are you highlighting the gamer tag?
Yes.
That's the gamer tag. Okay, if your gamer tag starts with a T, stick around. If it doesn't start with a T,
Stick around
I'm
anyway
sorry.
to see the winner.
Oh wait, no, that's their gamer tag.
Yeah.
You lied to me.
Yeah, that's-
you lied
I was
to
gonna say,
me.
no, that's the handle. That's the tank they picked, and then that's their gamer tag.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I
sorry.
apologize to all the T's. I was lied to. All right, if your gamer tag starts with an F, and that's not my fault, as I cross my arms, stick around. F's, I narrowed it down. If you start with an F, you're a winner. If you happen to be watching on Twitch and your gamer tag starts with F, stick around.
Ripping the band-aid off. Just rip the band-aid off.
If your favorite vehicle also starts with an F, and you're on Twitch,
Screw you.
and your handle starts with an F, and here we go. On Twitch,
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Talk-
Wait.
You made me wait.
Press F for
What
respect.
are we waiting for?
I'm waiting to see if the player is onto it. Like, he should be there, right? He should.
Oh, if he's
but
not
there
here.
There might be multiple people who are eligible. That's the
Okay.
problem.
Oh, are we seeing if they're there?
Yeah.
No, it starts with a
No,
T.
no,
God,
like,
how do you not know how to
it starts with a
Twitch?
T.
You're driving Arlette
Yeah.
nuts. Okay. I'm going to say it out loud because everyone's mad.
Yeah.
Who's this?
On Twitch, your Twitch handle is Taco de Boss. Your favorite vehicles, the FV4005, and your gamer tag on the PS4 is fierce_taco9. You now own every premium on the tech tree. Taco de Boss.
Taco the boss.
No, was he there?
No, he wasn't on there. I don't
What?
think.
He logged on? No, come on.
Did he log out?
Did you mangle this? No, that's who we
That's
read.
the winner.
That's our win. Taco de Boss.
Okay.
FE4005.
He clicked X.
Fierce_taco9.
As soon as you said it starts with
Oh
T,
my
he
God.
went.
I'm
Yes, there is,
here,
there is.
LOL.
The filter screwed up. So
Oh my
he's there.
God.
He's there.
And I meant for that to be painful, but not as dragged through glass as it actually was. So I'm going to personally apologize for all of you for all the, it's a T, it's an F.
Yeah.
But there it is. Twitch, Taco de Boss, FE4005, Fierce_taco.
Congratulations, my God.
Congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much for playing. If you've watched me on Extra Life or Twitches, you know sometimes I hemorrhage garbage. You may want some of said garbage. Stick around. She gives away a lot more than I do. I just happen to do big things. You guys want to say anything? Can we follow it up? Thank you so much
just
for
thanks.
watching.
Yeah, thank you everyone for
really,
being a part of our
honestly.
team.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for playing. I mean, that's why we're here.
Here's the 5 more.
And if you don't do daily twos on every single one of those premium takes 5 days in a row, we're going to remove them all.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's the expectation now.
I need a stiff drink.
Oh my God! Like,
A cigarette.
Woo, I got to take off my skull cap.
Are you?
Are you-
Is this the end of the stream? Are you-
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, guys. 5 years could not be done if it was not for all of your support, your loyalty.
Why are we holding up cupcakes?
We're you don't have like
Sprinkles.
sprinkles everywhere. Oh my God.
This is why we.
Yeah, we're seeing this. Oh my God, it's like spit everywhere. Anyway, you make this game special only because we have a lot of really cool special tankers on our side. Thank you so much to many more years coming forward.
Ever.
Yes. To many more years.
Till they shut us down.
We'll see you in the battlefield. Thank you so much,
Peace,
guys.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
Wait, the clap. 1, 2,
2, 3.
Yay.
Oh.